Alright, I'm back. Back a little sooner than I thought, so. Alright, so I'm gonna be playing Ocarina of Time. So, I'll be playing on the Wii U Virtual Console with a GameCube controller. Because I prefer it over the N64 controller, and I don't really feel like getting my N64 set up, so. I'll be playing on this. It's a good game, though. I like it. This is one I've been really excited about, so. Because this is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time, and many others people's as well. So.
Do you have a protractor, and do you have...
I don't own a protractor, no.
Okay. Do you have anything that could measure 45 degrees? Your sister needs to cut the wood exactly at 45 degrees so they can slide in together.
Should have thought of that about that first. I don't know. I don't have a protractor. I don't... I think you can use your phone, like there's a protractor app on a phone, maybe. If you have, because most phones have a gyroscope on them, so. Alright, let's get into it. I've got all these old profiles on here. Let's get... No, I don't want to play it! Oh, come on. What's the thing for it? Left to right, A, B... What? My sister? She's doing some woodworking project. I don't know. Well, darn. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what my sister's doing in particular. I was trying to delete the profile, but then I ended up with a. I ended up playing it. Karina's helping my sister with a few things, though. Because my sister came to do all that. There we go. Alright. So, I'm just gonna go with Link again. Basic. Alright, let's get into it. Starts off with a lot of cutscene though, so. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. Oh, what the hell is that noise outside? I hear brrrr. Sounds like someone's using a jackhammer or something. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon you. Alright. Something weird about this is there's a slight black bar on the left side. This is right on the stream, but this is left on the stream, so it's like kind of right here on the stream. There's like a slight little black bar there on the left side. I don't know why. I guess this game might not be perfect standard def. That's strange. Hello, Link. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright. Hi, Link. Alright. Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. This is Saria. She's your childhood friend. So, let's see. Link's house. Link fighting Godzilla, I guess. I don't know. And then there's a fairy. Alright. So first things first, I need to collect some, what do you call them? I guess I'll go ahead and not skip all the dialogue. It's important to read. And I know what to do, but I'm gonna go over here anyway, because I know I'm not gonna be able to pass. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you, and not the Great Mido, or Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Alright. I'll go get a sword and shield. God. What's this sign say? I don't think I've ever read this sign. Just ahead, Great Deku Tree's meadow. Cool. What do you see? Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go to learn new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just above here. This hill? Forest Training Center. Don't recklessly cut signs. Read them carefully. Okay. I didn't know that this is what this was here, honestly. Thrust attacks. Okay, yeah. So it's just telling me how to play the game, but I know how to play. That's strange. I never knew that that's what that was. Alright. Give me. Give me. Alright. This is my sword. I have to collect a certain number of rupees to buy the shield, though, before I can start the first dungeon in the Deku Tree. So, Kokiri sword. Equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Sure. What does this say? Yeah, it's just telling me how to Z target. Yep, I know. So, yeah. I'm excited for this game, honestly. It's a definitely a good one. A lot of people don't like it because the graphics are a little dated for a 3D game, but I don't know. This is one of the first games I ever played. The first being Mario 64, so this is probably like the second game I ever played. I grew up playing the N64 and the GameCube, and so these kinds of games just have a place in my heart. Regardless of if they look a little bit like poo-poo. I think they're good games. That looks funny. Alright, so I need to walk across the bridges to go grab that rupee, so I can afford what I want. Alright, let me line myself up a little bit here. Good enough. There we go. I just don't want to not get that rupee. And then if I jump across these, I think I get some rupees as well. Right? No? Come on, I thought maybe I already got it. I could have sworn jumping across these gave me a rupee. I probably already got it without really even paying attention, if I'm being honest. Okay. So now I just need to throw all these pots. Get some rupees from them. Hey, that's a blue rupee. Yeah, boy. Alright. There's also another area, right? Is this the one? Maybe. This might be the one I'm thinking. This is not what I'm thinking of. I didn't know this room existed. Is this not what I was thinking of? I could have sworn there was like a room with like pots lined up and then a chest at the end somewhere in Kokiri Forest. And I thought it was this one. I guess I haven't played in a long time. Well, dang. Maybe I've been watching too much rando on the streams. I need more rupees. Did I already get the ones in here? Nope, I didn't. I think I just need 40 rupees. And I know there's rupees in the shop. Oh, that's the blue rupee I was trying to get. I knew it. Yeah, look over here with Z and Toggle. Yeah. So there's some rupees back here. There we go. That's probably enough rupees to buy the shield. Yep, 40. I was right. Sweet. Would you like to buy something else? No, I'm good. Alright, let me equip the shield real quick, otherwise I'll be like, you don't have it equipped, that doesn't count. Let me save too. There we go. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Yeah, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite? Dude, it's... Oh, it's... oot. Yeah, I finally beat the boss in Minish Cap just literally like half an hour ago. You just barely missed it, Kyle. I spent the first, like, I'd say 30 minutes of the stream getting an extra bottle, a bigger bomb bag, and then I spent all my money filling all the bottles with, all 4 bottles with Lon Lon Ranch Milk, which heals 6 hearts, but you can drink each bottle twice, so it heals a total of 12 hearts. So, I was like, alright, I'm prepared for the apocalypse. Nothing is going to stop me from beating this boss. You're gonna say how'd it take so long? Because I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't get all frustrated and have to deal with that again. There we go. Some Deku Babas. Karina's out helping my sister with something my sister's doing. My sister's doing a woodworking DIY and wanted to borrow some tools to help cut the wood. They're trying to figure out how to cut it at a 45-degree angle because my sister didn't think, oh, maybe I need a protractor. I told them that phone apps have protractors, I think, so.
Do you know where I left my ruler?
Your ruler? No, I don't. There was a metal blue ruler somewhere in here not too long ago. That one? Okay. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it, Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have... do you have to say courage so many times? Yes, I do. Alright, then enter brave Link, and now to Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen. I don't wanna. Look at Facebook when you can. Sure. There we go. Oh. Inside the Great Deku Tree. I don't have anything new on Facebook unless you sent it to, like, no. Huh. I don't see anything in the Facebook chat. Facebook Messenger, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook Messenger's not don't worry about it? Okay. Facebook Messenger's not updating, I guess. I'll probably get a message here in a minute or something. It's probably just a little late. I don't want the stick, I want some Deku nuts. Come on. Come on. There we go. Deku nuts. Sweet. I know a few things about speed running. Normally when you walk... Oh, look, Link. You can see down below this. Cool. Normally if you, like, try and climb these vines here, Navi will try and tell you about, like, how to climb, but if I, like, spam the stick, or if I, like, equip the stick at the right time in my hands, it'll make it to where she doesn't, I think. There we go, see? And I fell off the wall, but that was an example. I love how the grit fuzziness of old games. Yeah, I know, I kind of agree. It's interesting. That's how, I don't know. I like the art style of this game. I like the art style of a lot of old games, honestly, but a lot of my friends don't, because they don't really like that grit fuzzy thing. They like crisp, nice looking images, and I'm like, well, I can understand that, but I also like just the style of this as well. Like I'll play this or Diablo 2 or things like that that have similar styles, and because they're just old. I mean, it's totally just hardware limitations, but people like pixel art, and that's technically a hardware limitation. Or at least that's what spawned it in the first place. So I don't know. My counterpoint would be, do you really need to see everything? I guess so. I guess that's a good point. I mean, eventually, graphics are only going to be able to get so good, right? Eventually, it's going to just look like real life. So eventually, you're never going to be able to compete about how good your system's strength is on your console or whatever. People aren't going to really care, like, oh, can you tell the difference between this game and this game? Probably not in the future. So I mean, I guess it's just, I don't know. It's all really just a matter of what do you call it? Opinion. I value style over graphics any day, personally. And I feel like even though this game's old and gritty, and it's still got a lot of style to it, which not a lot of newer games that are only about the graphics can really say. It's the same when people rag on, say, Minecraft or Wind Waker. Yeah. A lot of people don't really rag on Wind Waker nowadays, though, because everyone's starting to kind of agree that it has a nice style to it. But like, when it first came out, like, people really didn't like Wind Waker because they were all about, like, realism and grittiness, and I don't know. They want something to be dark. Because people grew up finally. Same with, yeah. I mean, Shadow of the Colossus I've always loved since I was a kid. I've never heard a bad review of Shadow of the Colossus, really. People either say it's a good game or it's a good game, it's just not my kind of game. No one ever really says, like, this game's bad or it looks bad. People didn't like the gameplay of what? Shadow of the Colossus? Really? Like, Karina doesn't like to play the game, but she thinks it's a good game. Because she's just like, it's just not very fun for me. But she respects that it's a good game, so I don't know. Maybe it's just because she's a nice person. But I've never really heard anyone shit on Shadow of the Colossus. Not to mention, if your complaint with Shadow of the Colossus is the graphics, like, they have the newer one with some really nice graphics that make the game a lot better. I forgot that's not where I jump off. A lot better looking. Not to mention there's more content in the new remaster or whatever you call it.
I say so be it if you do. It happens within like 5 minutes and you're fine.
Wasn't there that one game, I can't remember what it's called. It's basically a PS4 game that came out that nobody really enjoyed. And, let's see. It was just like a movie simulator where you were just kind of like walking through it, and it was really nice looking, but everyone hated it because there was absolutely zero gameplay to it. And anytime I go to like a resale shop or something, there's always just tons and tons of copies lined up of it. And I think it was like a year number or something in the title. You might know what I'm talking about. It's basically like a really good example of like what happens when you value graphics over gameplay a little too much. I don't necessarily know what it's called, but yeah, it's... You don't know about PS4, but you can't think of some Steam games people didn't like when with walking simulators? Yeah. More digging up, please. There we go. Oh, okay. I hear another spider. Is there a gold skulltula in here? Maybe. Wait, is it up here somewhere? No, I don't think so. Alright, I've got some fire right here I can use. For this? What? Hello? There we go. Oh. It's K though? Wait, I'd need more than PS4 gear. It's more, I swear, the sun is killing my brains. Yeah, I mean the sun is pretty hot. I've been outside a lot more today than I normally do. Let's see if I can find the game, because it'll be easy for me to find, honestly. Let's see, PS4.
A lot of people, yeah, they've already done tests. Did you see that guy's? Did you see that guy's video where it was literally the same guy that showcases the video actually? Where it was you saw that, right? Like, did you see the actual footage of him purposely?
Let's take a look, because I want to find it.
But did you
No.
see how bad he played so garbage? You see the lobbies they put him in? These guys couldn't even shoot. These guys could barely even move the character person.
If I went to a game shop, I'd probably see it there. Ugh. It's bothering me now that I can't think of the title.
Stick on the Black Lives Matter thing on top of that. You just gotta
Let's see. PS4 game.
Yep, I'm gonna be versing challengers every game.
Come on, I saw a list.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be. That's why skill-based matchmaking in battle royales.
Okay, this website's just loading way too quickly, or way too slowly.
What makes it cool is variety, and usually in variety things happen differently. It's not just two angles every time.
A lot of it's just...
I get it, I understand. When you're a pro,
whatever. My internet's going too slow for this. Or my phone's going too slow. It bothers me though, Kyle. I will worry about it. I want to know. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's my stream. I can do what I want. There you go, the gold skulltula. Let's see. Did I finally get your Facebook message just now? I got a...
Players, that doesn't matter. Just doesn't feel
Nope. Maybe?
doesn't feel rewarding, doesn't feel good.
No. I just get an email about a Facebook message for some reason. I got hit by that. That's stupid. Oh. I want that heart. What? That's lame. Alright. Ooh. There we go. Good thing this game actually gives out hearts. You need an emoji that somehow encapsulates. It's my... my dude, welcome. OT meme. Well, I can't put emojis in my in this stream until I get like a certain amount of subscribers or something, I think. I can't do custom emojis, but maybe by then. Minish cap heart meme. Hey, honestly, I'm so bitter I might do it, you know? Keep it up. Alright. Something I hate about old games is that, like, the standard is always, like, vertical, like, invert the y-axis when you're aiming. I don't know why. Like, I really wish older games had the function to be able to uninvert the y-axis. I said I don't like, yeah. A lot of older games have the y-axis inverted by default, and there's no option to uninvert it. And I kind of like, that's something that newer games do correct, where you actually have the option. I mean, there's games that aren't that much older or newer than this game, though, that have that option, so. Like, something off the top of my head is you can invert the Y and X axis in Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1 has a lot of options, though, for a console game. Do you play with or without inversion? I prefer no inversion on X or Y axis whatsoever. I can't deal with inversion. Like, I can deal with it, I just don't like it. I know some people will swear by it and say it's the only way to play, but it's not my cup of tea. And I think it's what you grew up with, honestly, that determines what you like, what you prefer. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people who played a lot of flying games or flight simulators or whatever else, whenever they were younger, tend to prefer Y inversion. Because Y inversion is default with a flying game. And honestly, if I'm flying something in a video game, I kind of do prefer the Y to be inverted. It's weird. I only like it in certain circumstances. Because there's certain circumstances where it's just better. But I really don't like it in just everything I play. Because I didn't really grow up with it. Yeah, exactly. But whenever I'm thinking of like looking around with this thing here, it does instantly just like feel wrong to put up and go down. But if I'm controlling something that's actually moving through physical space, up to go down makes more sense to me. I don't know. It's the situations that really make the difference. Aiming, I always just like up to go up, down to go down. But aiming is different from flying something or swimming through something, you know. So like underwater swimming, y-axis inversions don't really bother me too much. First person bothers me. Third person, I guess not so much, is the bigger deal. Because I don't feel like it's controlling me, it's controlling like the thing in front of me. It's kind of like if you were to be rotating a sphere, if you're going up, the sphere is technically rotating down, you know? At least from a different perspective. Let's see. Yeah. I've gone through the Great Deku Tree enough times where I'm not really going to be paying too much attention. Anything? No items? Cool. Well, eggs are going to drop from the ceiling if I go that way. Can't do anything with that until I get bombs. Ugh. Alright. Sounds like someone's like using a jackhammer outside though. I'm not sure what that is. It's been bothering me for a while. I'm not sure if you can hear it through the microphone or not, but I just keep hearing a go 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 for like the past like whole stream really. Ugh, I messed up. More clicky? The clicky's probably the shoulders of the GameCube controller. Know what I'm talking about? Something else? Really? Background noise? Oh, I'm not sure. It's strange. Queen Goma. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Yeah. Something I mentioned during the credits of Minish Cap though was like I feel like I played the game a little incorrectly to the way that they wanted me to play it. I feel like I was meant to complete a dungeon and then explore the world, talk to people, get kinstones, fuse with kinstones wherever I could, and basically just obtain a lot of side items and stuff, and then do the next dungeon, and then go and explore again and do all that stuff, and then I would be way more prepared for the final stuff by the time I got to it. I feel like that's what was intended, rather than just, you know, going straight through all the dungeons, really, like I did. And that's what made the latter half of the game a lot more difficult for me. I don't know. That's just how it felt to me. Definitely, yeah. Yeah. I figured as much. That's how a lot of Zelda games tend to be. Had a 100% had a realization earlier in the final boss that he's kind of crappy going in blind, and that's why I said go get bottles at least. Yeah. Honestly, going through the today wasn't really that bad. I still had 2 uses of my last bottle left, so I had 12 hearts on standby by the time I beat him. All Goma are queens. If she breathes, she's a auto mod. Alright. Can I not hit his eye? Oh, I thought I could. Oh well. Gotta break his eggs before they grow up. Hey. There we go. Where's my boy at? He's up. Oh, there he is. Or my girl. I'm just used to easy mode where like you can just kind of like go over here to the side and always have like hearts on standby if you ever lose a few. Although it seems to be just nuts in this game. I could have sworn you could like shoot him in the eye to knock him down. I guess not. I should make this go a little faster. Wait. How do I do this again? Not what I want to do. I'm trying to think about how I want to make this. There we go. There we go. Drop some eggs. Ooh, low on health. Alright. There we go. What? Oh, I was locked on, that's what it was. There's a glitch with crouch stabs in this game, so if you like do a jump slash and then like a crouch stab, all crouch stabs preceding will be Master Sword damage. I think that's how it works, if I remember correctly, whenever I tried to speedrun this game. Something like that. It's called power crouch stabbing. Oh, I forgot. I messed up. Oh well. Doing a jump slash with a Deku stick does Master Sword damage for some reason. It's really weird. Normally it would break your stick if you did it like just then, but... She's taking a lot of damage. I don't remember this fight ever being this long, honestly. No? Okay. Oh well. Do I need to just do like a spin attack maybe? Because I can't get the power crouch stab right. It's been too long for me to get that right. I'm used to it just being like 3 times from Zelda games, but it's taking a little longer. Oh! That was a little faster than I was used to. What? Excuse you. I'm dead? To the first boss? Excuse me? Wow, that's the first time that's happened in a long time. Omega lol. Alright, let's try it again. Right. Good thing I can just kind of run straight there, I think. Oh wait. Ah, I messed up again. In a different way.
Yes, put it on the hood. The way we play the game needs to be on the hood. Someone drop it.
So I feel like I was cutting her eye a lot. I don't know what was going on.
I trust.
Okay. I'm trying to get that crowd stack thing, but oh well. Trying a little too hard. Maybe there are hearts on the side, I don't know. I think it's just... Yeah, it looks like it's just Deku Seeds. Which, if it's Deku Seeds, maybe I'm doing this fight wrong. Maybe I should just try and shoot its eye with this. Maybe that would do more for me. I don't know. Don't kill me. Oh yeah, okay, that makes a big difference. Using just Deku Nuts just gives me one hit. Okay, so I'm just stupid. Okay, that makes more sense. I haven't done the regular fight in such a long time. Last time I did this, I was trying to do the method where you have to jump slash with half a heart, kill Goma, but kill yourself at the same time. So I forgot how the fight actually goes. You're not supposed to use Deku Nuts at all. It's a lot easier with the slingshot. If she breathes, she's out of mod. Well done, Link.
Yeah, there's more than one squad.
Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? No. No, Link, thou must know it. Then why are you asking me? Now listen carefully. Wicked man of the desert, cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh man. Well, if it's just gonna do this cutscene, I'm gonna go check on Ocarina real quick. I'll be back. Ocarina and my sister.
We can have that there a second. Oh shit. Yeah, our building. I'd rather first if I can do anything else. Well, they pushed instead of sitting in the building. You give it to them at least for that. Yeah, his name, just his username, that's all. Now he's sitting there with them. I'm not running the boss,
Oh wait. Did the cutscene Oh, I thought the cutscene was gonna go on for longer. I mean, it probably does, but I didn't realize you had to press A through any of the cutscene stuff. Deku nuts roasting on an open fire. Oh, Deku nuts roasting on an open fire. Where's my controller? Where'd I put my GameCube controller? Oh, there it is. Sorry. The white GameCube controller was blending in with like the white of this blanket. I say the fire on the screen. It just felt festive. Did it? The sacred realm is where the Triforce is contained, which contains the essence of the gods. It was close enough, Kyle. Here's the cutscene. Okay. I left a little too early. Now it doesn't have text boxes. In a cold environment. We have our house in 72, which is real nice and cool. Compared to outside, at least. It's really hot outside. Have you not seen this cutscene before, Kyle? This is Din, Furore, and whatever the other one is. I can't remember at the top right now. This is them creating the world. Nehru, that's her name. And then that's them. Oh, that's them becoming the Triforce in a sense, or like creating it and putting their essence in it, and then like leaving. That we were discussing. So. Okay. The sacred realm. So this is the first mention of like the Gerudo, I'm pretty sure. Ocarina of Time. At least in the timeline. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though you're... It's hard to tell when he's saying though and thou. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. And then the Great Deku Tree gives me the Forest Stone, or whatever it's called. I don't remember. Something like that. I really like the elemental stones. I would like a necklace with like one of the three of them on it at the end. I think that would be pretty cool. A Kokiri Emerald. Okay. The future depends on thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Which one? I like the Kokiri Emerald. I like all of them. I guess the Kokiri Emerald's the most iconic, really. If I can remember correctly.
Remind me to send you that fucking mountain clip, okay?
So I think I'd like that one, but a close second would be the one the Gorons have, the Goron Ruby or something like that. Let's go to the Hyrule Castle, Link. The Deku Tree is dead.
Oh, we actually, I heard it was home. We could go hunting. We don't have to stay here. Yeah.
I didn't kill him. No, it wasn't me. Hey, Link. What did you do? The Great Deku Tree. Did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault.
There's a guy running.
What's that walk animation? Just with his hands on his hips and his legs real far out.
You try tossing C4?
Oh, I'm so used to rolling with R from Minish Cap that I keep like pulling my shield out to roll. Alright. Off to Hyrule Castle. Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, you're leaving?
You toss C4 really. I'm glad I caught that.
Link's childhood friend Saria.
Players like that would have
I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. Link's a human. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it.
really so useless nowadays.
You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria.
I had one, but I got the OG instead. Maybe I'll put it down there and do it. There's only the snake in the prison tower.
So the Kokiri are the children of the forest. They don't age. So they'll always stay children. They're pretty much immortal.
Yeah,
I think you can kill them, but if nothing kills them, they just stay alive forever. But they also don't develop as adults either. So there's no like elders among them. There's like permanent children.
Well, thankfully we have the high part of the circle, so.
Hyrule Field.
There's gonna be a prison tower circle. No, it's
This nice iconic tune with this nice iconic field.
Yeah,
I think Ocarina of Time's Hyrule Field is my favorite Hyrule Field, personally. There's just so much in it.
Where's
A lot of
the
secrets.
extension cord for outside?
It's in the garage,
Where exactly do you know?
near like the garage door. So like as soon as you turn right, and it's like on some
What
boxes.
color is it?
There's a green one and an orange one, I think.
Which one works better?
The green one has a fray at the end, but I think it works. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. This is Kaepora Gaebora that I was talking about. He's the guy who I think looks a lot like Zelda's dad in Skyward Sword. Because the Kaepora Gaebora, if you combine the two names a little bit together, it's Gaepora, which is Zelda's dad's name is Gaepora. He's a running character, yeah. He's also in Four Sword Adventures, like we were mentioning before. He's in a few other games as well, but that's the other one I can think of off the top of my head. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. It's also just a running joke amongst like Nintendo fans. Gaebor got it. That like you'll say like, would you like me to say what I said again? And then like you'll accidentally click yes. And then like later he'll say like, would you like me, did you get all that? And then you'll say no. And then he'll say it again. Because he'll like swap around the sentences to where yes means no or no means yes in the situation. Did you get all that? And it defaults to no. So they want you to have to read it again. I feel like it's an inside joke on Nintendo too to do that on purpose. Because this time he says, did you get all that? But I think later, when I'm at Hyrule Castle, he'll say, do you want me to repeat what I said again or something like that? It's great. So I don't think I'm gonna make it to the gate on time. So I'm pretty sure that the sun's gonna fall before I can reach that gate. Oh yeah. So gonna be. This is what I hate about this game though. Like the first time you want to get to Hyrule Castle, you have to wait outside at night, just next to some skeletons, and it just kind of feels like a waste of time. Ooh, I made it. Oh, just barely. Still daytime, boy. Alright, let me get this Skulltula. No, no, no. There we go. There's a bunch of rupees in here, and I need the Hylian shield, so I'm gonna go ahead and farm all these while I'm at it as well. Or not farm, but just collect. I can't remember how much it costs though. Not off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna grab them all. I don't think I can reach the ones on top though. I could be wrong though. Let's see if I can get like a jump attack. Oh, I broke it. Oh. Let me move over. No? I got the one over here. That's lame. No, I didn't. I got this one through the wall. Okay, I see. Alright. I did not mean to do that. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. I think after Ocarina of Time, I'm probably going to play the adult, or is it, I think it's the child timeline, technically. Which is Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Four Swords Adventures. Because I think that it would make more sense to continue past Ocarina of Time with what makes sense to continue this Link's adventure in Majora's Mask. I think that would make more sense chronologically. So, this is Malin. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest? My name is Malin. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. I'm gonna have to brush up on my timelines at some point. Also, I like how Majora and Twilight are in the same timeline. The child timeline is like a really dark timeline, because it also has Four Sword Adventures, which is also kind of a dark game if you actually pay attention to the story. It's kind of like how Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks are all in the same timeline. They're all kind of toonish, and they're also, I don't know, I get a lot of similar vibes from those games. And then a lot of the 2D games are all on the same timeline, the Fallen Hero timeline. So you've got Zelda 1, Zelda 2, the Oracle games, Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past. Those are all on the same timeline as well. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Hoo 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 hoot. Oh. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. You're a smart kid. Good luck then. Hoo hoo. This looks a little weird. What looks weird? Oh, are you talking about back in Castle, or is this Castle Town in this game, or is this the market? Okay. Yeah, they use the one perspective. The thing is, everything on screen here except for the NPCs and stuff is just one image that's like spread out everywhere, and they have like one point of view at the very center to make it look like it has 3D space. It's very interesting. What's up?
I need to use the restroom, and your sister's about to start cutting because she's not going to supervision. You're yelling.
She's a big girl. It's also the same for the Temple of Time. You'll see that here in a minute as as well. Actually, let me go ahead and show you, because it's like it's in the market, pretty much. They use a few different things like this throughout the game, where it's just like an image. This is also just one image as well. So they're using like me running around through a 3D space. The child timeline? This isn't too bad. Yeah, this one isn't as bad because like the camera isn't moving except for like, you know, 2 camera locations that are static. This one, however, it's harder for people who didn't grow up with this game to really like think looks right. Alright, so yeah, are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. I don't think Majora's Mask has any like images like that though around the game. I think it's all just 3D polygons and such. If you look for him, I'll give you this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Ocarina let you keep down here. You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set to see what happens. On the select item subscreen, you could set it to left, down, or right, and then press C. Cool. Ugh, I hate. This is also like a little flat image, and I actually have to like sit in the center one where the vine actually is. There we go. Hey! So now that I'm not in the market, time passes, so it actually has to pass for me to wake her dad up, because she gave me a chicken egg, and the chicken egg has to hatch before then, and then I use the chicken to wake her dad up, and he's laying over by the castle, taking a nap. Like a punk. Leaving his daughter in town for who knows how long. Yeah, the chicken hatched. Sweet. Cool. There we go. I can't remember. Nothing? Okay. There's certain trees you can roll into, or bombs you can place in certain places in this game and they'll have secrets to them. But that one doesn't seem to have it. So let me wake this boy up. Oh yeah, let me equip that. I like to have the Ocarina on that spot at all times, just because you need the Ocarina a lot in this game. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Your daughter's waiting on you, Mario. Hello, and who might you be? He's got some really hairy arms. I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch her from her now. I messed up bad leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Really long arms? He does have long arms. He's a weird looking Mario. I wonder where... Yeah, I know. These are the crates of milk that he was talking about. But I gotta use them for getting to Zelda. Because I can't go through the front gate. I gotta go through the side. Is this... One more push. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Zelda games... What's up with, like, Nintendo in general, actually. With, like, really lanky-armed... long, lanky-armed characters. Lanky Kong being a very large culprit, let me tell you. His arms are doofy looking. But I guess it makes more sense since he is a monkey. And monkeys like him tend to have really long arms, but it's still funny looking. Have you ever played Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Kyle? That's a game I want to play again, because I haven't played it in a long time, and it's honestly a really good game. The hard part is just like you have to find bongos for it. Yeah, it's the bongos. There's also another game with the bongos. There's only 2 games that ever use the Nintendo GameCube bongos. There's like a DDR style bongo game, and then there's Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. So this is basically like the hedge maze from Minish Cap. I have to sneak past all the guards through all these hedge maze areas. I played the game, but my friends at the time loved it, so I just watched most of the time. It's a fun game. I'd like to play it again. I have the bongo somewhere probably at home. Dang, really? Well. What? How did you just suddenly see me? Dang it. I don't think you don't have the bongos right now, though. That's a shame. At least I only get tossed right here. It's not that big a deal to restart. Yeah. I'd have to get the game, though, is the problem. So you can play the game with a GameCube controller. The controls are just really like the game was made with bongos in mind, so to play with the GameCube controller is like, meh. It doesn't really work as well. So I'd prefer to play it with the bongos, but I'll honestly just get my own set of bongos. I don't know why. I really like obscure Nintendo peripherals. So like I have like a Link's crossbow training like thing for The Legend of Zelda. It's like a little gun that you put the Wiimote into and the nunchuck back, so you can like control the joystick and still shoot. Stuff like that. I like weird obscure things like that. Plus the bongos aren't that expensive and I can just get them at Game Exchange. Like they're probably like $40 tops, I would assume. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, we're good. Oh, I hear the power saw going outside. My sister's finally cutting some wood.
They didn't even have a chance, dude.
I hope she doesn't cut herself. I don't need my sister's blood on my hands. Oh, wait, before I do that, I want to show you this Easter egg over here. There's Bowser and Mario and Peach in the window here.
I just blew up for nothing. Nothing.
I think Yoshi's in there too, or Luigi or something.
What was
Let's
that?
see.
No,
Yeah, there's Yoshi right there. Anyhow, let me talk to Zelda now. Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that
Did they know they were
a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Do you have it?
Was
No.
it C4?
Oh. My monitor just went black.
Because I did have the OG, but I wasn't sure.
I've got like a really trash like second monitor, like trying to plug anything in the power cable into it. It makes it a little iffy, so I always have to like jostle it back there to make the monitor turn back on. Hey Chiquita, how you doing? Well, that's odd. I thought you might be the one for my dream. You really don't have it? Tell me the truth. Do you have it? Yes, I do. Just as I thought.
I know
I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure, holding a green and shining stone,
That is so just
followed by a fairy.
a crossbow for you.
I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from The forest. Okay. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story, and I didn't even properly introduce
I
myself.
almost wish I didn't destroy it so they
I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Link? Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Link. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. I'm trying to determine if I want to drive to Jack in the Box because I have coupons. I don't know. Jack in the Box has some good curly fries, right? And I do like me some curly fries. My dude. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm. Yeah, I already read that. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Okay. The legend goes like this.
Another recon. 3.
Another cutscene that looks like the one Kyle liked. The 3 goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule.
Where is it?
The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. It's the rain. You like the rain? Rain in space / stormy sky. I guess so. If someone with an evil mind has the wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. It's 5 minutes down the road. I just don't like driving. If it's if it's like a 5-minute drive, can't you just like walk then?
There's one more guy. I think I saw him go.
Or like just make Josh get it for you?
Yeah, he's on my talking
That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Which I don't get until I'm done with the first 3 dungeons. Did you understand the story well?
If it wasn't for the Odin.
That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The yellow element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Sure. Josh is at work. I'll probably make a trip after I do my Animal Crossing stuff. Okay. Just do what Karina does. She always just like sends me a message like, if you really love me, you'll stop what you're doing and get me food. And I'll be like, but then I don't get food during my lunch break. And she's like, yeah, but I get food. And I'm like, okay. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. Don't you have leftover Chipotle? With tots? Did you see? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. Chiquita? 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 Come here. Come here. You come here, Chiquita. I can't trust you over there. You're gonna chew through cords like you did before, okay? You sit up here, okay? There you go. That's a good girl. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule, know the entire world. I think she's uncomfortable. Ah, my controller! Link. Now, we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule.
2 along one
Okay. Thank you. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, this letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Okay, yeah. Why is it automatically, like, equipped? I don't want it. I gotta find it. I don't really need anything else anyway. Wait. Yeah. Okay. It's Impa. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is a mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Is that black spot on the shirt there, her belly button? Is it like supposed to be skin tight to the point like the shirt's going into her belly button? That just seems a little weird to me. He was thinking plate metal belly button? Oh, yeah, that's true. Or plate mail. I always forget, like... It's hard to tell, like, what they're intending it to look like, because, like, I guess it could be plate mail, it just doesn't quite look like it to me, because it looks, I guess, drawn on, yeah. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lend you out of the castle. Lack of texture, yeah. It looks like it's on her skin instead of, you know, like, sticking off or something. There's no, like, actual sort of, depth to it. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village. Kakariko Village. Or Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. Will do. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connections with the royal family. Can you imagine being a kid told there's a mountain called Death Mountain and there's rock people up there? Yeah, go over there, kid. It's your destiny. Oh, man. As a kid, I'd probably be like, am I getting, like, punked right now? Is this a prank? And then I actually go up there and see the rock people and be like, oh no! The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Oh man, we ran out of sugar. Can you go to the neighbors at Death Mountain? Chiquita. Alright, Chiquita wants down. There you go. Yeah, go bark at your mother, I get it. And then all they have is giant crystals of rock candy. Chiquita. I mean, rock candy. You should. I don't know if you've played through Majora's Mask at all, but there's like a. Like, they talk about in this game how, like, the Gorons are starving because they can't get to their rock supplies in Dodongo Cavern. And a lot of people are, like, reply to that with, wait, you eat rocks and you're starving? Here's some rocks right here. But, like, Majora's Mask kind of, like, made it clear that there's different types of rocks. Like, there's, like, rocks that look like a bone with, like, a rock around it as if it's, like a ham bone or something. So...
Just taking a break because it was just too much.
Oh, you recently saw a playthrough of it? I don't know if you saw that part of it, but, like, that opened up a lot of people's eyes going, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
They're kind of pitsy right here, so if you want, like...
We also have a ceiling fan in the living room if you want to just sit under it. That's what we do after we jog in the morning. I need a cut food.
Oh, can I see one?
I've recently... Okay, I already rolled that.
No, very good. I think this is like the limit right here. Oh no, they might be able to see like your knee.
No, they don't see.
No, it's covered by the I look like who it is.
It's like plants, for example, in salads. Oh, you eat leafy stuff, but there's leafy stuff everywhere. Yeah, that's true.
I eat lots of leafy stuff, but I mean.
It's just like in Majora's Mask is like the only game that actually shows you rocks that like Gorons can actually eat. So it's the only edible version of a rock that we've ever seen in Zelda, really. Rock is way more silly. The Gorons don't eat gems.
Gorons eat gems.
Do they? In what game?
Breath of the Wild.
Well, I haven't played all the way through that game, so I can't really say.
I believe so. I'm not wrong.
Because in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they eat like rocks that look like they're like a ham bone.
Yeah.
She wants one.
I know she's really good about not taking things out of.
You like the layout of this town? I do too. I think Hickoryco has a good layout, honestly.
You like this room? The girl. Oh. I thought her not to do that.
I'm collecting the cuckoos, by the way, Kyle, because it gets me a bottle. There's a lot of things in the beginning of this game that I just kind of had memorized, but later on I'll start to actually have to think of some of the puzzles.
Have you done a dungeon yet?
I did the first dungeon, the Deku Tree,
Right.
because it's kind of like a tutorial dungeon, so...
You just throw it?
Yeah, I had to use it to get up here to get this one, so... I'll go back and get it in a minute.
So who's all in the chat right now?
It's Kyle and Danielle right now. Danielle was mentioning that she might go to Jack in the Box soon, though, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
She was saying she was going to do some Animal Crossing first. She was debating whether to go and do it or not. She's like, I don't want to drive.
You want to play Animal Crossing?
No, I just want it, so I can play it.
It's a fun game. Yeah, I was...
Yes, version was how?
The Nintendo DS version wasn't really all that fun in my opinion.
No, it wasn't.
They have a lot more things to do.
Oh yeah.
I find it almost fun. I like your time skip. Your time skip, you basically get everything done in like 2 days. You want me to go real slow?
Chicken, come on.
But right now they're having a wedding event. Yeah.
So 2020.
I've seen people have like actual weddings coming out.
It's so
Alright, do I have any more?
When you're social distancing.
There's 2 left.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think there was one like way over here actually, if I remember. Yep.
Oh, because you can't see.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying you can see it if you can see yourself. Right there. That's better. So,
I mean, if you want to take this chair and sit in it too, you can. Like, scoot it back like that way or something. Alright.
well, I told her to sit there because the AC could.
I know, I'm just saying she could, like, face the AC with that chair since it turns. Alright.
I was sitting there. I didn't think of mine on the bed. I don't feel anything but the ceiling fan there, but then all of a sudden I got this busted air and I was like, oh, mess.
I think part of the tree crumbled into there.
I'm not trying to roll. How did I grab that chicken? That's funny.
It feels every time my grandma goes to the store, she just something different.
I'm safe.
My grandpa loves getting used with his dog, so
They're fighting each other.
he'll always have some in his pocket.
There we go. Empty bottle.
You're down
Well, you got my grandpa, right?
there.
Yeah. He always has those, like, button-up short sleeve shirts that have little
Yeah.
pockets. So, I'll probably do that. All the time, just treats like content.
You saw that little girl in
Anyway, random dog just on the street,
Not
just
bad.
walking.
it's like a bank.
It's down a tree and just,
Oh man.
Let's see. This is Link. He is under my orders to save.
they went back to Mexico, but they're coming back.
What kind of funny game does our princess come up with now?
Some doctors.
Right here.
I know about that.
Now the Happy Mask Salesman
I go
shop
to
is
the
open.
doctor.
Well, not Happy Mask Salesman, but... Oh, that's right. I forgot to get a highlighting
Far
shield.
drive.
It's
I gotta go
cheaper
back
down
to
there, you know,
Oh, yeah,
get
of course.
insurance.
Castletown real quick.
It's better, because,
Or-
like, I went to the
Yeah,
doctor here,
whatever.
having
Hyrule
trouble
Castle.
bleeding, always wanted to go to a specialist, they don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, you're bleeding apparently, but we don't want.
They don't listen to the specialist.
Oh!
And then I went to Mexico.
Have you been to
They
the
checked
Happy
my
Mask
organs.
shop?
She
Just opened in the Hyrule Castletown.
I have colitis.
One's down.
I've had colitis. Like, how long has this been going on? So apparently it just irritated to the point of bleeding. I was like, okay, no, that's cool. But I still get internal bleeding every now and then. I'm like, man, that's not very good. It's not scar tissue. And I think the scar tissue just reopens.
Isolation
The
here.
scar tissue can't hold up against this. It's got a little container.
Let's
Oh,
see.
you remember when your brother there? He cried the more than so many spots.
I think I remember.
It looked pretty rough when he first started.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
It looks pretty good now. Maybe it worked. Once you got it painted, you can't do anything. Yeah.
And from the front, I mean,
We just don't have the PlayStation 2 in there because
Yeah, we had it in the bedroom so we could watch Avatar: The Last Airbender on our PS2. Because we have a DVD box set of it.
I use my PS2 and stuff. I get on movie kicks and basically watch all the movies I have. Which I load them up. Well, now most of the DVDs I have, I don't need them anymore because I have Disney Plus and they're all on there.
Oh, well, you had a bunch of Disney movies on DVD?
Yeah, like I have Up, I have Inside Out, I have The Lorax. Oh wait, that's not Disney Plus, or Disney. What other ones are there?
We're pretty late.
I have a lot of
80s.
those. And The Lorax, it used to be on Netflix, I don't know if it still is. No, it used to be.
But I definitely would have got
Yeah,
it.
I have it.
I can grind some rupees over here
we
real
have
quick.
Grindr on YouTube.
My grandma cut off her Netflix, but then Brandon came over one day and was telling me that he's trying to get Kayleen to use it because he has it, but only him and Kevin use it. And I was like, music.
No.
So now I have all three. And Brandon's Netflix.
The TV in here has Hulu and it's a Roku, so it has all of them. So if
Avatar Roku?
if we ever want to use it, you know, like sometimes it's kind of awkward because like, I mean, my parents are usually around, but when my grandparents come visit, they're always in the living room, always watching something.
Just like my
And
grandparents.
I'm like, okay, that's cool.
He's my living room. I don't know the last time I used our living room.
Really?
Yeah, because they're always in there.
Yeah.
I
Oh, you're renting the full one with me.
No, it's just.
Yeah, you need to make sure you get good roommates. You know your roommates?
I was originally going to live with my happy in Nassau. In Nassau, but the parents were very particular on who she dated. And they didn't know us. So they're like, yeah, let's be friends. And I'm like, whatever. And then my friend Abby told me that I was moving off the campus. So she's still on the campus. Oh my god. So originally, I was going to do that roommates. And then yesterday, somebody told me that one of the people that lives in their apartment is wanting to find somebody to take over their lease. I know that's not ideal for somebody starting their lease, but then I would get to move in with people that are new. So I'll probably do that.
Oh, because if you don't know your roommates,
Oh, I would.
and then you try to use the living room, like we ended up having a whole shenanigan with one of our roommates because she did not want us in the living room. She did because she was one of the rooms that was close to the living room, so it was facing the living room. So she thought we could see into her room, and we liked to watch her and all this other stuff. So she did not want us in the living room. She did not want friends over. She did not want friends over in the living room. And she was very particular about guys, and she was terrified of dogs, all dogs, including my chihuahua. And I was like, yeah, once you
My
know her,
chihuahuas are pretty vicious sometimes.
but I mean, once she was known as like right now, like she barked at you for like what 5 minutes, and then now she's totally fine. But yeah, so she was terrified of dogs, and told her multiple times she's my emotional support animal. She's not leaving.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'm gonna go tell the front office. And so we had a whole
Drive into Jack in the Box or Whataburger.
That's how I'm glad I'm gonna let people know. And the people that I already hang out with on a normal basis.
she ended up sleeping though. So
I wanna take my cats, but I don't wanna have to pay a pet fee.
yeah, for 400.
It's I think a $100 down payment or $50 down payment at this place. Yeah. And then it's like a $30-something a month.
Okay, that's different. So see, we had a 400 down payment and then 25 a month.
No, I think it's 35. It might be 20. I don't know. I forgot what you said, but it's still. If it was just a down payment, I'd be fine. But a monthly payment, kind of ridiculous for two cats that don't do anything. They don't throw up.
A monthly payment for animals?
Yeah.
What?
I would understand for a
they
dog
always do.
because dogs can tear stuff
I
up.
thought you had to put like just a deposit and that's it.
No, you have to do the deposit, pet deposit, and then you also have to do
Well,
monthly fees.
At our house on Lester, we only had to do a monthly or a first time deposit, and then that was it. We didn't have a monthly fee,
Yeah.
but that's a house. But the
Yeah.
apartment, every apartment in Stephenville does a stupid monthly payment.
You pay
and down
rent with your
payments.
animal? That's really stupid.
Right, and especially those cats, they don't throw up, they don't pee on stuff. Nemo sometimes poops outside the cat box, but cat box will be in the bathroom, on tile, easily clean up. They don't scratch anything, so they don't have front claws. They literally just sleep. That's all they do. So I don't really want to pay money to have my cats there, so I might just try to have them there and then not tell anybody.
Wait, this is the Happy Mask Salesman.
But I could get in trouble for that, so if I got caught, that'd be very bad.
Yeah, you could end up terminating your lease and having to
That's
find
weird.
someone
I didn't know he was the one who
But
worked
so
the shop in this game.
the place that we stayed at, the only way you can do it without having to do deposits or anything.
Oh, it's the reason why you haven't gotten a pet yet?
They still had
You're not going to bring any of the pets from your parents' house once you eventually do
They can't.
get
By
a
the
pet?
government.
Or are those like your parents' cats, not your cats?
I probably couldn't get both of my cats registered.
Or like
Emotionally.
your dog, for example. I wasn't sure if that was like
Why?
If somebody
Your
came
dog
over,
or
they
not.
look identical. So if only one of them was roaming around, they would never know the difference. I don't know. I thought if I do
Have
end up
faith.
paying, I'll just pay for one.
Once you sell all the masks, you'll be happy
Nobody will
yourself.
know.
Yeah.
And nobody
Have
comes
faith.
to the apartments, so it's not like management's gonna come.
No, we had hands before you.
No, I asked the person that lives there, and they said they don't have anybody. They've lived there almost a year now.
Yeah.
So, and they have animals. I mean, they have snakes, but you still have to pay a deposit. And
You don't think
snakes,
you could take care of her
and they
for
have
creating health?
3 or
I don't
4,
blame you.
But it was the person that's leaving. So
That's a
now
shame.
they won't be snakes.
So yeah, so the ideal thing to do though is ideally healthy. I understand struggling college student.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be working this summer, but I haven't even started yet because the government hasn't
Pumpkin
said
was your pet?
that
Yeah.
work. I
I
can
see
start.
that.
Like, they can open up, and certain places won't open up because I work at different locations depending on when of the week it is. And there's certain ones that opened up, but those aren't the ones that I work at. So
Well, once finances are a bit better, or you're in an apartment where it's more
only up to
along the
30
lines
hours
of,
a week. I mean, I
or
can
it's
probably
better.
get a few more, but not much. And then,
then
I'm
maybe you
working
can,
for the month of July.
end up
I
getting a
basically
pet.
have to move back
Yeah.
by August 3rd because we have graduation.
I'd really like
that
to get a
weekend.
cat, but
So-
I feel like with such a big dog, I just
Yeah.
can't.
And I
I
make
feel
a lot.
obligated to like keep all
Oh,
the
so
cats
it's
away from
difficult
my
to,
large dog that
get the
doesn't know
rings.
what not playing is.
So, and I'm trying to be my own guarantor, whatever that's called. Because they don't do it. I mean, my grandma finally caved and said she'll do it if they don't pass the credit check. You have to have somebody just in case
Maine
I don't
Coon
pay
have
my
all the
rent
big
on time.
animals?
They're gonna call them and say, hey,
Oh,
tenants
Maine
don't pay your
Coon?
rent.
see,
Is that like a
they
type
put
of
that as a
cat or something?
Oh, I mean, it's basically
Like a really
it's
big
called
cat?
guarantor or whatever. So as long as I have 500 credit score, and I should be fine. And by the time that I start
Here, take this
renting,
mask, buddy.
I'll have the amount of money that they
What?
require for you.
Do you
to
think you're in
have to start
disguise, Mr.
renting.
Hero?
So
It's a breedy cat, a
at
big
our
fluffy
place,
cat.
It was awful because you could either get in 2 ways. You could have a cosigner and do it that way.
They like water?
Or
Really?
you could pay like I think it's 3 to 6
If I
months.
Yeah,
got
that's basically
a
what
very
they say.
large cat
And-
like
and
that,
then
I
no
think
cosigner.
Karina's parents would just
I
like,
would basically be my
or at
own
least Karina's
cosigner,
mom would be
but they
very
said the
upset.
requirements is to be my own cosigner
She doesn't
because
like
I have to have
cats.
both, not just
And if we got a
one.
really
I
big
have to
cat on
have
top of the
a
cat that's
500
already
credit score
here,
and have 3 times
then,
the amount of rent.
well,
So
I feel like she would throw a fit.
500.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and as long as I have I'll have the 1500 by then. But if I don't have the 500, then
Yeah.
my grandma will have it. And
Yeah.
So
But she just doesn't want to do it, and I don't want her not to do it if she doesn't have to. So they're gonna call me in a day or so. to
You sold the
tell me
10
if I
rupee
passed
mask
my
for 15
credit.
rupees. You earned a little profit.
Cosigners are old.
Let's go to the mask shop and pay back the mask of 10 rupees. Nah, I'm good.
Mhm.
The guard with that mask on looks pretty funny.
Make sure that they know every single time. Like you better call them. You have the schedule of payment.
Yeah.
Because that both it wrecks not only your credit but it
Mhm.
also wrecks.
So my plan is to just use everything I have except for like the excess change. So what I want to do is open a savings account to save up as soon as I get like a $500 check. I say it's like $530. I'll just keep the $30 and put the 500 up.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep the remainder, and then whenever it's time to pay, I'm just gonna pay a few months in advance. So I don't have to worry about it. So I can build up the money again, and then whenever I get my refund check, basically gonna use all of that towards rent. So then it pays like 6 months in advance. I don't have to worry about it for a while. And then by the time the second semester comes, I'll get another refund check, and then I'll just pay it again for the remainder of the months. I'm just gonna keep cycling that out.
What kind of ones do you have? Subsidized or unsubsidized? Okay, so this is why I have so much debt right now. One of those accumulates interest during your school time.
We're on
So what you should do
I have
is,
about $400 of interest already.
so when you do get your refund check, put that all towards that. All of it. So that's what if I could go back, that's what I would have done.
I mean,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have at
kept
the same
it.
time.
And just paid all of it. But I was also getting $500 a month because I died. So
If I don't get, I die, so I don't get money anymore. which I wish that the state would have still given me. They stopped after I graduated. They continued to come on disability, gave it to me, and so
What
I
the
wish they
heck,
would
who
have
are
just
you?
continued because I'm still in school.
I heard the song in the
And,
royal
you know,
family.
graduating high school.
I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Dorinnia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king?
Oh, that's nice. It's really glad about that
Now,
because I still have
really
his
get out of
last
my
to me
face
from
now.
for
Are you
quite a
asking me why
while.
I'm in such
So
a
I had
bad
to
mood
pay
right
off the
now?
school, I had to pay for a bunch of
Ancient
other
creatures
things,
have infested the Dodongo
I still have it,
caverns.
so that's nice.
We've had a poor harvest of special crop bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a growing problem. We don't need any help from strangers.
I didn't have to do taxes,
Oh, wait.
so I filled out that didn't file paper, and I didn't realize it till like a few days before the deadline because I heard it on the news. I was sitting in my room and I'm like, you didn't file taxes for 2018 and 19. Fill this out. IRS.gov. I said, I stopped what I was doing and I filled it out right away. And I'm glad that I did that because I told my grandma and she told my aunt to file taxes. Or no, she had to pay. So they didn't have her direct deposit information. So she had to fill it as well. We got it. My grandma wants to use it to get a stove. She's saving. Yeah, stove. She wants a stove. She wants a new fridge.
Yeah, our stove only has like one working burner, and it's just frustrating to try and cook multiple things with that.
But our stove is electric, so we need to go find an electric stove. But the ones that we saw, they were around $400 to $500.
Yeah.
So we were
They're
like,
not too bad.
we were like, maybe sometime later, but I found out that my student debt wasn't automatically being withdrawn like it said it would, because I had automatic payments. And because of what's going on, it didn't do automatic.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, since the interest wasn't building anymore,
They just stopped automatic things?
yeah.
That's dumb.
Because we had it set to pay for the one with the highest interest rate automatically,
Oh.
and since the highest interest rate was 0, it was like does
it
not
was
compute.
confused. Yeah.
So it just didn't know what to do, so it just didn't do it. And I think in the email that they sent, they should have extensively said, if you have automatic payments, the automatic payments will stop. But it kind of said it in a roundabout way, like I went back to read it, and I'm like, okay, so it stopped my automatic payments. I thought my automatic payments would keep going, because it's automatic.
Yes.
And they have my bank information, so I thought they would just keep going, but they did not. So we were like behind $1,000 or plus. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. That's a lot.
so I was like, great. So now we're just we're trying to pay back into that, and that's why we have so much money saved up right now.
Yeah, we were like, why are we saving up so much more than normal?
And then it just because you weren't paying for anything.
And we're really comfortable. I've been spending on everything I wanted to.
Yeah, when you really shouldn't have. Now that we know. But it's fine. We'll make it work.
Are you sure?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I'm sitting there and they're falling halfway down my face.
Yeah.
So, Michaela, I was wondering to ask you, since while you were here, we are going to, we're planning on going on a trip at the end of July, and we were wanting someone to watch the dogs for a week. Would you be able to do that if we paid you for it?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
It probably, if I worked during the day, I'd probably come here in the morning
Yeah,
and then
they
mid-evening stuff.
they just need to be fed in the morning and the night, and then be walked like 2 or 3 times in the day. Which you can walk them at the feeding times, and then one in the middle if you can.
Yeah, I can do that. Because Nala is the one that actually needs to take care of.
Yeah, Chiquita is pretty taken care of on
Pretty
her own.
independent.
She has a pad. She's pad trained. Well, Nala is not.
Yeah, no, my mom, or my mom might not do too, but my dad definitely do. I mean, Chiquita is only supposed to eat how much of food a day.
Okay.
So
I could probably do that.
you do a fourth in the morning and then a fourth at night, and that's it. She will beg me for more.
Oh, well, of course.
Always.
Chrissy and Rosie do that.
Always.
Feed them way too much.
She will always look at you when she's starting.
Well, I can clearly see she's not Miss Tubby. Isn't it?
Tubby.
Yeah, look at her. She's like, oh, it's good. I love her. That's okay.
But yeah. So, she does like to be walked, but her and Nala cannot be walked at the same time. Because Nala will. And also, when you walk Nala into and out of our room, you might want to put Chiquita in here before you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chiquita's defensive
Because-
of her nest over there.
And especially since she doesn't really know you, if you go to her nest, she might be a little upset as well. So she might think that you're trying to get her nest. So just
You're not a bird.
just grab a treat, you know, and kind of persuade her to come out,
Yeah.
and then shut her in here. I would not recommend you to go into her nest.
You're so
Because
particular.
she
you
will-
little rat.
Yeah.
She will not let you get near any of the clothes. She will try to bite you. Will try to bite you.
Yeah, Nala's overly filled with energy, but Chiquita just makes things difficult, so...
So every time Nala tries to cross by Chiquita's nest, if I'm not around there to tell her no, or if we're not like watching her, or if Nala even touches something that's near her nest. So like let's say a shirt is partially in her nest and partially out of her nest. Chiquita sees her touching it. Like Nala doesn't even have to try to touch it. If she's just walking and she probably just accidentally grazes it, Chiquita will attack her. So Chiquita's gotten a lot better about it though, because before she would attack her no matter what. Now, as long as one of us is there calming her down or giving her a treat, having her have eye contact on Nala while giving her a treat now, so that she can kind of think about it. But she's done a lot better. Nala is terrified of Chiquita, so if you try to bring Nala into the room and she's just like,
Nala will just sit at the door, sitting down, just waiting for Chiquita to not be there.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It'd be easier for you to
Just keep
just
them separated
bring
all
her
the time.
in here and
Yeah.
then let Nala back into
Because if Nala sees Chiquita outside of the room, all Nala's going to do is just want to play with her. And then she might end up hurting Chiquita, so we don't want that either, because Chiquita's a weak little baby.
Well,
And Nala's a
the
big
reason why
monster.
we had to get surgery on Chiquita's knee.
No, Nala's not the reason. Like, we were going to get surgery on her knee anyway.
We were thinking about it, and then Nala bit her knee, and she
I was-
just couldn't walk.
The way I figured it was just Chiquita needed it, because the vet kept recommending it. We were like,
And they kept telling us that she was in pain anyways.
yeah. And it wasn't going to get any better, it would only get worse, unless we got the surgery.
And then it got worse because Nala.
Yeah, so it was a bunch of things before that.
It was just a build up.
My belt keeps coming off and my pants. There. Stupid. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna be tired of
What kind of belts do you use?
What?
Because like any belt I get always like snaps in half eventually.
Mine always gets bundled at the back because it goes up.
Yeah,
And then
same.
I had a belt that I used for 4 years. Okay, 4
Yeah.
years in high school. And it would fray on the belt loops.
Yeah.
And so it'd start ripping, so I just get electrical tape, wrap it up, and cut another hole in it.
Oh.
So by the end of the 4 years, the entire belt was basically made of electrical tape.
Wow.
And because I would have to wear it at because we didn't have uniforms sophomore through senior year. And
Mhm.
so I just used the belt, and if my shirt would be tucked in, and everybody's like, Michaela, get a new belt. I was like, no, I can't, I like this one. It fits perfect. It's basically formed in my body. But, yeah, because I'd use it for every competition, every football game, during concert season. It went through a lot. It went through a lot.
So I didn't drive anywhere. I just ordered delivery. I got McAllister's. Nice. Do you not like McAllister's?
Apparently not.
No.
Here, sit in the
But I
chair.
don't like sandwiches.
Oh,
Did you just ram your dog's face into the chair?
Rude.
Goodness.
You're talking about Nala being mean to her?
Did you hear her cry? She literally just yelled all over me.
You're horrible.
Oh my goodness.
She recovered really quick though.
Well, yeah.
My poor baby, I'm sorry. She has a hard time. Go, stay with Daddy.
She will jump down. I'd put her on the floor.
Oh, okay. No. You can't jump.
Like she tried to jump off my lap when I had her on my lap in here. She doesn't want to stay in here with me.
Well, she has to because she's not being a good girl with Nala.
Is she not?
No.
Ow, punk. It's rude. F's in the chat for Chiquita. Yeah, poor Chiquita. Had her skull rammed into a chair by her own mother. F. There we go. Oh yeah, I've got a bottle. I can capture one of these fairies here. I don't think I need the stick anymore. Yeah, I'm good. You caught a fairy in a bottle. Alright. So I haven't really been able to talk all that much because I've been talking with my sister and Karina, but pretty much I've just been trying to get to the dungeon for the Dodongo's Cavern so that I can, what's the word? So that I can save the Goron's food supply and get the Goron Ruby. But you have to do a bunch of, like, silly stuff, like, I had to, like, blow up the cave wall outward, and, what else? I had to, like, go and get Saria's song, and now I have to play it for the head chief, because he's angry and Saria's song makes him jam, so he gets really happy when he starts jamming. You'll see. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. If you hold the ocarina with C, where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend that you play a song, you know. So if you're ready to see some Goron jamming, you stick around. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Alright, melodies are recorded in the quest status subscreen. Cool, cool, cool. Okie dokie. And the secret to the Lost Woods is, like, if you go through if you, like, walk over to one of the other tunnels, the music will either get quieter or louder. If it's louder, that means you're going the right way. If it's quiet, that means you're about to be sent back to the beginning. I got myself sent back to the beginning so I could go through the place the right way. Wait, no, it's this way. I know that the beginning mostly from memory, but I don't know, like, the whole thing from memory. The Lost Woods. There we go. This will increase my Deku seed bag size. A fun puzzle. Yeah, it's pretty neat. You actually have to, like, listen for the music, make sure that you're going the right way. It's different from Lost Woods and some other Zelda games. Like the Lost Woods in the first Zelda game is, you have to, like, find an old lady who will tell you the proper direction to go through the maze, or, I don't know. A lot of the games do the Lost Woods a different way. Alright, back to the Goron city. So we can jam with the big boy. Where are you going? Did you get this on a pillow right over here? Like, right here? And she was, like, digging on a pillow. I could hear it. Alright, so let's talk to Big Goron boy right here. Now he's gonna start jamming. I love the zoom in on his face. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Hot! What a hot beat. Woo! Yeah! Yahoo! Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darudia. And camera twirl. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire, too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you just that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go to destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? Well, you're saying that to prove you're a real man, you have to go solve your society's problems. You can't solve your society's problems, so does that mean that you're saying you're not a real man? I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick a bomb flower using A. You got the Goron's bracelet. Now you can pull up bomb flowers, stand next to one, and use A to pull it up. Cool. I don't have to use the like Deku sticks and stuff to light bombs on fire anymore. Although I think I'm too short to pick up this one. Yeah. So I have to use a Deku stick for that one. I think. There we go. This is just a shop. I keep trying to roll with R, and it keeps using my shield. Whew. Alright. So, I can get the Goron tunic here, but I can't afford it. I don't have 200 rupees, so... And I don't have a wallet that can hold that much either, so... That's just something I get later. Ugh, I don't know why I have to burp so much right now. I think it's all that Chipotle. All those beans are probably filling me up with gas. Chiquita, settle down. Let's see if I can, like, there we go. You can kind of see Chiquita's butt now. Oops. So, so now I need to go ahead to Dodongo's cavern. Oh yeah, I forgot it was nighttime. Kind of want to drink another soda, but it's a bad idea. Yeah, I mean it is 7:30, so you might end up feeling a little bit. That bomb's not going to work, is it? Okay, work. You might end up not being able to fall asleep as early as you need to for work, you know? This isn't the way you're meant to get this heart piece, I don't think. I think you're meant to use the boomerang, but I always just backflip off that cliff and get this heart. They kind of put a fence there to prevent you from doing it, but they also made the fence short in front of the bomb without really thinking, I guess. So you can just kind of hop over it. That's why I've been trying to wane off of, like, soda, and I just drink, like, a Gatorade a day, and then everything else is just water. Because since I exercise, I don't want, like, to dilute my electrolyte count by drinking only water, because then that's gonna mess up my muscles. So I try and like sip on a Gatorade and then only drink water for everything else. You caved and got soda as a treat. I have soda, but for some reason, ever since I started like exercising, I'm not really craving it so much. I don't know. It's like water and Gatorade and like tea, anything with like a good amount of water in it compared to soda. I don't know. It just feels so much more refreshing. Something like Gatorade for next time. Yeah, yeah. Because like I used to just drink soda, and ever since I started drinking less of it, I've craved it less, and it's nice. Because I feel a lot better without drinking it. The heat, yeah. I definitely crave water with this heat. What? I got shot by the beam, and I didn't touch my joystick at all, and Link getting shot by the beam launched him off the cliff. That's kind of funny. That booty snipe, I know. No, don't. There you go. Come on. Bomb flower. Grow. After I gave it up, for Lent 40 days, I realized I don't need it. And you'll have it every now and then, but stick to water mostly. Yeah,
Oh, did that happen?
I can see that. Yeah, sometimes though, I'll kind of like, I'll drink like a few of them just because I kind of crave it, and then I'll like wane back into drinking soda again. Like there's never a point in my life where I stop drinking it and then never drink it again. Like I don't know, it kind of creeps back up on me sometimes. Come this way, Mr. Lizard. Mr. Explodey Lizard. This way, but come on. Where is he? Mr. Explodey Lizard, this way. Come on. Come on. Ugh. It's hard to lure them to this, like, explodey wall. Are those Dodongos? Maybe. No, Dodongos are the little, like, alligators that blow fire, aren't they? You put a limit to, like, 2 a week or no soda at all. My parents gave me, like, a limit of, like, 2 sodas a day. Which is probably why I'm so, like, I was so addicted to soda for so long, because that's 2 sodas a day is honestly a lot. Like, they should have been a lot stricter with it, if you ask me. Oh wait, I gotta push that one more. I mean, the thing is, my parents tried to give me a restriction, and then I would just drink soda anyway without, like, paying attention to the restriction, and then there was no, like, sort of, like, backfire, like, they didn't enforce it. They just kind of told me, don't do it. And then that was it. So, I mean, I kind of just drank whatever I want anyway. I think it was less about health and more about they didn't want me to keep drinking so much because it was expensive. Oh, well, my monitor just turned off again. I wonder what's doing that. Because I can't see the chat now. You gave it up in high school? Wow. These are Lizalfos in this game, I'm not sure if you can tell. they're little weirdos, in my opinion. Dean, though, literally has soda flowing through his blood 24/7. That's pretty much how I was for the longest time. It sounds like something I did. You should see the concept art for these guys. They actually look scary looking in the concept art, and then someone put, like, I've seen, like, comparison images of the concept art and then these guys, and it just, it looks hilarious. The concept art for these Ocarina of Time Lizalfos is just, they don't look anything alike. The polygon, like, limitations just make them look a lot sillier. Show a clip of Lizalfos to Elsa? Probably. I'm sure she'd get a kick out of it. They're one of my favorite enemies in this game just because of how funny they are. There we go, hearts. Alright, moving on. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh wait, I don't even need bombs for these guys, I forgot. Alright. I gotta slash their tails. And then I gotta back up, let them breathe fire again. Slash the tail, back up. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, Ego Raptors, what would you call it, critiques of this game, but I can kind of see what he means. Like, a lot of this game is just kind of like waiting for your enemy to do attacks, and then reacting and waiting instead of solving puzzles within the fights. He thinks that would add a layer to a Zelda game, and Ocarina of Time doesn't really do that so well. I feel like a lot of Zelda games can be kind of held up to that standard. Like they all kind of have a lot of waiting involved instead of puzzle solving for the fight. Okay, I can't. There we go. Like I have to wait on him to blow fire, slash his tail, back up. Wait on him to blow fire, slash his tail, back up. It's less of a fight and more of just kind of like sitting there and waiting. Wait. I have to light all these, that's right. Are there some on this other side as well? No, there aren't. Okay. Oh, it burnt out. Cool. Okay, so I gotta light all these torches. Okay.
I like this guy. It's not like he's totally conservative.
So I'm I don't know. No, I don't know what to talk about, honestly. Without Karina here to talk with, there's not really much for me to say because I've already done this dungeon so many times. I don't really have any questions about what to do. I know the beginning of this game pretty well, honestly. Don't much say. Gotcha. I guess I could just like walk up to the enemies and like press Navi after locking on to see like what their names actually are. Cause she'll tell me the name so I can know what exactly the cave's named after. That's something I can try. That's a Beamos? Beam. Beamos. Isn't there BMO from Adventure Time? It's like BMO. I think so. Yeah. Wait a minute. I'll just take this bomb over here, I forgot. Oh, just a gossip stone. No wonder I don't really remember that. That's a baby Dodongo. Oh, okay. Ouch. No! Over here, boys. There we go. That should work. That should do it. Open that door, please. Oh, it's just... That's no golden Spiltor. There we go. Interesting. It's gonna freeze time upside down. So the Dodongos are the giant guys. The giant, like, fire-breathing ones. And then these little exploding ones are baby Dodongos. Oh, it's kind of weird. Baby Dodongos explode, and they're the color of creepers. Minecraft? Notch just played Ocarina of Time before making the creeper, you know? Oh wait, I already opened that. Okay. Yeah, alright.
They shut down GTA Online for the legacy
So, wait, let me check what's in here. Was there anything useful in here? I can't remember. I don't think it was, because I don't think I ever go in here. Yeah, it's just pain. Lots of pain. I don't like these guys. Oh, there's a chest. It's probably a compass or something, though. Not really anything useful. Ow. Oh, I gotta use the bomb. I thought you could slash his back and it would hurt him. Oh, he's going back to his spot. Cool. Do I really have to... I thought you could slash his back or something. Really? Because, like, doing a bomb on all these guys just seems like a... It's gonna take forever. Yeah. It looks like it's just a bomb each time. Maybe. Oh, he killed him. So I guess it just takes a few. Oh, do I only have to kill the one? Is that what it was? Okay, I thought it was all three. Alright, that's not too bad. Yep, I knew it. I was like, is this gonna be the compass? It sure was. The question I have is, do you pronounce it compass or compass? Do you like use a U or like an O? Like a lot of people do like a compass or compass. I don't know. I don't really think it matters all that much, but some people get mad at me, like Karina. Anytime I say a word differently than her, she gets upset. She doesn't like the way I say room. She's like, room. That's the proper way to say it. Like vroom. Nah, I don't know. I'm not really. I don't really care all that much. Golden Skull Toy. Oh, I've got all the rupees I need. Cool. Oh, I thought that there was a thing there for some reason. Oh, please. No, that's not what I'm trying to do either. Alright, please don't kill me. Oh, is this guy not a... Oh, it's just a regular old statue. Okay. Please, Geese. You're gonna get me killed. Hearts? No, I don't. I want hearts, man. Can I lock onto this Geese, please? I want to shoot them. There we go. Hearts? There we go.
No, I think it's just some kind of mod manager or something. But it's in game. It has like the boss fight.
Ooh! I sniped that bad. I know, Navi.
I have a lot of these mods actually in there.
I played this video game before, please. Thank you. Yeah, there's something behind this block. Can't remember if it's anything useful, though. I think it might just be a heart. Honestly, not even a heart piece or anything.
Unless you just, if you change a line in the Havoc engine,
Yep.
you can run the game at 140 FPS. Otherwise, you're stuck at 60, or shit's gonna go crazy.
Oh,
But no, no, if
please.
you play the game at 144 FPS on this engine and you don't make that change, the
There we
options
go.
go flying in the air into the water.
I don't have the bomb bag yet, but I think I get it soon.
Unless you test it off.
Oh, come on. It tried to sit up on that ledge.
I know all these things. I just don't know what he's using.
You. Come on.
What is he on? Doctor Disrespect.
Oh.
That's not the real one,
Oh, come on.
though. No.
It's supposed to sit up on that ledge.
Yes, he plays-
Or I've had it sit up on the ledge before. I guess it's not supposed to. I think I'm just supposed to time the bomb throw, honestly. What? When I try and time the bomb throw, it lands on the ledge. Whenever... What? I'm mad.
I'm definitely gonna play the game. I'm kind of just waiting for the update to come on.
Oh, are there more Lizalfos? There sure are. Ugh. The targeting system set to swap. I need to change that. I don't like that. I think that I can change that in the options. I am mine as Miang as me as the Mie. It's indistinguishable. Meh. Wait, where? Okay. Oh, this is above the previous Lizalfa room. The previous Lizalfa room was down there on those platforms. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed that. There we go.
Yeah, this looks very good. Very easy.
This is the bomb bag chest, I believe.
If you have, like,
So I'll be able to pick up, or I'll be able to place bombs where I would like, instead of having to rely on bomb flowers now. I feel like the bomb bag you receive a little too early though. I feel like relying on bomb flowers would be a little cooler to have to do for a little bit longer. Because bomb flowers pretty much only exist in the Dodongo caverns because of it. Like you don't really find bomb flowers anywhere else. So it kind of feels like a waste of something? Like, I don't know. I feel like bomb flowers could have been something more. A more limited use. Oh yeah, that just is telling me that I need to drop bombs into the Dodongo's eye.
He's the
So.
ruler of one of the cities.
let me get my bombs out.
I don't fully remember the story, but honestly,
Alright, now I fight the boss. Well, short dungeons, honestly, the child dungeons. The first real dungeon's the Forest Temple, which is,
I can't tell his FPS.
after you become an adult. That's the one dungeon that you can actually soft lock yourself in. You, if you, like, skip a chest after a certain fight with an enemy, and then turn the entire, and then, like, swap around the room, like, I think you can turn a room upside down or something, then you soft lock the game and you can't complete it without, like, you know, a bunch of glitches or something, because Ocarina of Time's full of them. And I just found that, because, like, I came across that on my own. Like, I went, how come I can't beat the Forest Temple? What am I supposed to be doing? And I googled it, and I just soft-locked myself by accident. By not opening a chest right as soon as it was shown to me. These keys are annoying. No, I'm not trying to climb the dang block. Can you drop me a heart, please? I don't want Deku nuts. You punk. Die. And drop me a heart, please. Okay. I guess these keys are just heartless. Oh, that's right, I've got a bomb bag now. I don't even know if anything important is over here, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Nothing important, just this boy. That killed him? No, okay, killed the gold Skulltula behind him. I guess I don't need to kill him now. Oh, the puzzle reset. Dang it. I gotta redo it. Ooh, I got him. Skills. They don't pay the bills, though. No, I don't need more Deku nuts. I would like some health, please. I don't want to get Minish capped, please.
Yeah, it's more of an RPG type deal if you choose the ultimate start mod, because you get to choose what you want.
I think there's something over here, but I can't remember what. Oh, I can just skip the block, that's right. I forgot. That fairy just went through the wall! Oh, there he is, okay. Goodness, it's already just about 8 o'clock. Gotta watch more videos, so have fun with the rest of your stream. Alright, see you later. Thanks for coming out. I didn't realize today was going to be mostly a solo stream. But my sister just kind of like last minute was like, hey, I'm coming over. And I was like, oh, okay. What exactly is this? Is in this chest? No, just bombs, in case you don't have any. Because you have to have bombs to defeat this boss. Oh. Breaks legs. This is the King Dodongo, I think. Something like that. Infernal dinosaur. That's funny. No! Oh, well, he didn't suck up the bomb like I wanted. I placed it on the floor because this game's controls are stupid. Oh wait, I can't pocket these like I can with Skyward Sword. That's right. You have to be running forward to throw the bomb. It makes like a bunch of like sword clanging sounds whenever he rolls over you, which I find kind of funny. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. After this boss fight, I have got to feed and walk Nala. So, I'll go do that here in a minute. But, I'm gonna do this boss fight first. There we go. So you have to, what's the word? You have to fight this, or you have to hit this boss 4 times, which is a little different from like most Zelda bosses. A lot of them are like, do this 3 times, and then that's the magic number. Not this guy. It's 4 times for some reason. I guess for some reason over at Nintendo they were like, oh, we gotta change it up. How can we mix things up? I know, let's change the number. And final hit. Hey, Chiquita. Are you ready for food? Are you hungry? Is the baby hungry? Chiquita, he's scratching at me real hard. You're really hungry. Ow, that hurts. She's doing it on like my bare skin on my leg. Just going digging at me. You'll get it in a minute. Let me get my heart container, okay? Alright, cool. Well, I will be back. I'm going to go feed and walk the dog. So, stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. Nala's in here. She hasn't finished, or she hasn't even started eating. She just kind of stared at her food and then didn't do anything. I don't think she's all that hungry. She just kind of wants to play. So I have her playing back behind me with a new toy that we got from PetSmart today. So she'll be doing that in the background if you hear any noise. Slams me to the ground. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongo's cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure it will make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongo suddenly appeared in such great numbers.
What were you seeing at?
And that big rock blocking the cave? All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers?" What? No, never. Ganondorf? Nah. Totally not Ganondorf. No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship. Our tribe's precious ruby.
Nala does not. Nala barks at it continuously.
Doggo. Oh, careful. Hello.
She's excited.
She is. Just hopefully she doesn't excite me.
Nah, she just being alright.
Hello. Hello.
Nala!
Just give me a hug.
She wants to give people hugs, but some people don't like hugs.
That's okay. I like hugs. From animals. Not
Poor animals.
Not
Oh,
cute
God.
animals. People are ugly animals.
Oof.
She loves to just rush me.
Oh.
Yeah, we want to teach her to have better manners, but she's
still
still
a
full of way too much energy to really
Oh,
teach.
Yes.
Also, she's in her adolescent phase, so she doesn't want to listen to us.
You're like terrible twos.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's really rebellious right now. If we tell her to do something, she just like stares at us and then like just doesn't
She
do
knows
anything.
what we're telling her, too.
Yeah, I know. Like I'll say like go to your place because
And
that's
then
like us our way of telling her to go to her
It's funny
room.
whenever I see videos of dogs throwing little hissy fits.
Oh yeah.
And they'll like, and they'll huff
Yeah,
and
she
puff.
throws tantrums. She does it.
Goodness.
No.
Alright, well, now that I cut all my crap, I guess I'm going home and try to
Put it together.
maybe not put it together quite yet. I might try to paint it.
Ow!
Or sand it. I'll try to sand it first.
No.
Gotta ask Nana if they have any more sandpaper. I used all my mallet sandpaper the other day. For
What are
the
you
CDs.
making?
I'll show you a picture.
Because like if it's gonna be like a, because like I wouldn't necessarily recommend like painting
I
it
probably
first,
won't paint it
depending
first.
upon what it is.
I probably won't do it. I'll probably
Because like drilling into it and stuff like that might end up like
yeah, I'll probably sand it first.
like I don't know.
I'm making
You'll
these
leave like little
things.
like circles around the drill marks sometimes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
And I'm making
definitely.
this thing, but this one literally just has to be sanded and painted because it's just a piece of wood. Because I'm putting mason jars on it for my bathroom.
Oh nice.
I don't know
What are you
if
gonna
I'm
put in the mason jars?
like Q-tips, those little
Okay.
cotton pads, my toothbrush and toothpaste, and then maybe one with my hairbrush.
Okay.
Someone was playing with your own
No, not Goron interaction.
Girl.
lightning struck.
I'm gonna make these things for my kitchen. And then I got, my grandma had a bunch of salt and pepper shakers out in the other building. I was like, I can make them tonight.
Nathaniel,
What's up?
is it the red, is it the small red or the big red barn that your grandmother was trying to tell us to take?
What do you mean? There's only one red barn.
There's
I
two.
thought. There's two now?
Papa's red building and our little red barn.
The one that our mom owned.
Oh, so my little red building.
Nana wanted me to move that out here. Because she's like, I don't got much longer in this world, Nathan, so I
Oh
wanted to go
my
onto somebody's
goodness.
property, and it's your mother's, so you and Michaela technically need to take it somewhere.
I can't take it, so.
Exactly, so I was like, I guess I'll see if I can get it moved over here somehow.
Yeah. I mean, she's still got a warehouse.
I know exactly what she's like.
not going anywhere.
She's acting like she's on death's doorstep.
She
or
really
something.
is. She's like, I'm ready whenever it's God's plan. I'm like, good Lord, you're putting yourself in the grave. Stop it. Oh, goodness.
Good girl.
Now, Nana's going through with the house and like getting rid of stuff. She got rid of her little ceramic owls and her ceramic cats, and I'm like, oh, praise the Lord, it's a miracle. I've been telling her for years and years to get rid of those stupid things because there's no sentimental value. They're ugly, and they just
They're
collect
ugly.
dust.
Wow.
They were so ugly.
You were awful.
She won't get rid of the ducks, though. Those apparently have sentimental
The
value.
little ceramic ducks and geese are important.
Yeah, and that stupid cat on the porch. She won't get rid of that.
Did you already sit down?
Does she
with
still have the
Glenn?
little boy fishing?
I think little black boy fishing. No, I think he might still be there. Actually, I don't know. It was so funny though. He was faded to the nothing basically. Ugh.
Yeah, you couldn't see him anymore. He got sun bleached.
Yes. She's trying to get rid of all of the recording stuff that my grandpa has from a long time ago. That's just sitting.
He has recording
Yeah,
stuff?
I didn't know that either. He used to record like radio shows for his friend.
I knew that he like sang music because he was in like a quartet or something
He used to
like that.
record like radio shows for his friend and stuff, and so he has all the recording stuff just sitting in the closet, and he will not get rid of it. And I'm like, he's not gonna know. He doesn't even know what's in there. And she's like, okay, Matt. I said, sneak it. I'll sneak it out for goodness'
The
sake.
man's like on like beginner stage of dementia.
I know.
Like
he doesn't know what's in there.
He's
until
not
you
gonna
bring it
know.
up.
He's
He'll
going
only
to
know if you
forget.
say something, and she's slowly, piece by piece, taking it out. Oh goodness! And I found even more in the tiny storage building out there. She didn't even know she had it out there. I opened a box and it's just recording crap. I was like, oh gosh, because that's
It's
the whole
recording
entire,
crap from like what the 70s or 80s
yeah,
maybe.
a long time ago.
Like that stuff probably doesn't even work at this
no,
point.
it's all cassette tapes.
Is she throwing it away or is she like?
No,
giving
I
it
told
away?
her to give it to me, and I'm gonna take it to a pawn shop or sell it.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I
I was
want
about to
that
say it might actually be worth something.
Oh yeah, I know. I told her because I looked it up online. I didn't know the specific name of it, but I looked up what she told me, and there were some on eBay trying to sell for like $100, $200, and I'm like, and you have more than one. That's easily like $500 with how much you have.
Sit.
That's a whole month of rent for me.
Yeah, seriously.
Sit.
Ugh.
Can you sit? Sit.
Yeah, I told her we're trying to find stuff around the house to sell, so I can sell it and use it for
Sit.
school and stuff next year and stuff to buy for my apartment.
Sit.
Luckily, I don't
Good
have to
girl.
furnish it.
Sit.
What are you doing, Karina? Are you trying to teach her to lay down?
No, I'm just making her fun.
Oh, okay. You're just reinforcing that?
So she won't attack me.
Okay.
We should teach her to play.
Oh wait, that's a pony song.
She is in her terrible tune, and she will not leave me alone if she just keeps playing. Sit.
No.
Hold good.
You should teach her to put it on her nose, where she just lets it sit on her nose and then she'll
I tried.
Yeah,
drop it.
we
and
do
then-
hold it in our hand in front of her, but we
Hold it.
if we put anything above her head, she instantly goes and like throws her head upwards.
Hold
Maybe
Even if we try to
it.
pet her, she tries to do that sometimes
girl.
because she just doesn't trust, or she just wants to see it.
Too eager. She thinks you're gonna just take it away.
Yeah.
Girl.
Mm-mm.
Good girl.
I think over time though she'll become a bit more obedient if we keep training her with more tricks and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And if we,
Girl.
I think a big one will be like once she can walk at a heel, I think that could help a lot, honestly.
Good girl,
She's
girl.
just going through a terrible thing.
Yeah.
She's still a puppy. She's not even. She's still really young. She
She-
still has some kind of first period.
Yeah,
Lucky
she's 7
you.
months old, which is really late, honestly.
For a
Like,
dog, yeah.
Nala. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Reaching in the bag in his face.
I keep telling Karina you can't just be like sit. You have to be more stern in your voice and just do it once, like sit, and it should work a bit better. That's what I've been at least read online from what people tell me.
Ow, that was my fingernail.
I wish I would have taught the cat
Sit.
how to use the toilet.
Honestly, I would like to do that as well, but from trying to
It's
train
super
her,
easy, though.
is
I
it?
heard it's really easy to make a cat train a cat. Because
Hey,
Kayla,
Billy
her
Goat.
friend, I think it is Jordan or
My sister's over, so we're just talking with her right now.
where's the there it is.
and I'm playing OOT. I finally finished
Jordan.
the last game.
I forgot her name. Who were the twins in your grade?
The twins in
Yeah, Jordan and Ryan. Ryan, yes. Jordan and Ryan. They had a bet with their dad that they could train the cat to use the toilet with no meat. And they did it.
They
There's a
did it?
book, and they did it.
Wow.
Right?
I thought training your cat to use the toilet would take a little bit longer than
Yeah, they did it in a week.
that.
I was like, I wish. But it was like a still young cat, you know, just like little, still can't even get me how to use the cat.
Oh.
His poops basically every night.
See, this is what it feels like
Laundry
when you
room.
ignore us. When you don't listen to
I'm
our
gonna have to get rid of my
instructions.
fairy. Oh no.
This is what it feels like.
I like having that in my back pocket just in case.
Can I have a shake? Can I have a shake?
So I gotta use this fish for
Shake.
Jabu Jabu.
Shake? No. Sit.
Is she not?
Shake.
Nala doesn't know shake yet, so we're trying to
Shake.
teach her.
Shake.
The only
Good
trick she knows
girl.
fluently is sit.
Girl.
So like when she wants
Good
something, she'll just
girl.
sit down and stare at us.
Oh my god. Charity's dog, she has it's the same dog on the Sandlot, the big one, the big monster dog.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. She has that dog, and if you say fist bump, he'll hit your hand with his nose because his snout or whatever that's called. What is that? His nose. His face is huge, so he just bumps his cute face on your hand. It's so cute. He'll smile too. He'll tuck his lip into his teeth. It's adorable.
It is cute.
It's a smile. Sometimes he'll get both sides of his mouth, but other times it's a little crooked smile. It's adorable.
Hold.
Okay, I guess I'll start singing. I'll be over this.
We're gonna do it on the porch or something?
Good girl.
I'll
No?
probably put a towel down.
Oh.
Sit on my bed while I watch Gilmore Girls.
Wow.
Did
What I've been doing. I
you
decided
say
to be
Gilmore or Golden?
Gilmore.
Okay.
Not
You don't like Golden Girls?
I do, but I've already seen all those like what, 20 times.
Good
That's true.
girl.
Alright. Here goes. Y'all have fun.
Alright, later.
You two take care, okay?
I will.
Stay safe. Wear your mask.
Always.
Alright, wait, what was it doing? Oh yeah, I gotta get that Zora scale. I forgot. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so Daniel's not on the stream anymore. Kyle might be here. He hasn't said anything in a while, but I'm not sure. And then Pillybope just joined and was asking how we're doing, so.
Who?
Pillybope, he was here I think whenever
Good girl.
Goon had his raid, if I remember correctly, so.
I'm sorry I left you for most of the screen.
No, it's a problem. It's no problem.
It's a problem?
It's a problem. No, I can't speak. It's no problem. I've just been doing a solo stream for a little while. No big deal. I'm a big deal.
Shake. Good girl! That's a good girl. Mwah.
My wife's trying to train our dog.
She just shook Nathan.
Our dog
She
is.
gave me her paw.
That's sweet.
Good girl. Good girl. Yes.
We're trying to train our
You're
dog
so
to be a bit more
smart.
obedient because she's a big dog and we don't want her hurting anyone. So the more we can train her obedience, the better.
Ready, Nala?
Because we don't want old people getting knocked over by her or anything like that. Anything crazy. We don't want her running away, tearing away on a leash if we're taking her on a walk. So
Girl.
it's a process, but it's been a lot of fun. She's a sweet dog. She's big and still young, so
Shake.
she has a lot of energy and
Shake.
rebelliousness still left in her.
Good girl. Good girl.
So I'm currently in OOT on my journey through all the Zelda games,
Shake.
and I'm not very far in. I'm about to start Jabu Jabu
Shake.
in the child section of the game,
Shake.
which is the last dungeon in the child section, so
Good girl, Nala.
it should be fun. This is honestly one of my least favorite dungeons in the game, if I'm being honest. But after this, I'll get to start the Forest Temple in the adult section, which will be a lot of fun. Because I like the adult section a lot more in this game. It's
I
when
got
the game really
sawdust
starts.
all over me, by the way.
From working with my sister outside?
Yes.
Alright,
You're so forgiving. Sit.
so now that I have the scale, I can go swim
Shake.
down and get
Shake.
the letter
Shake.
from Rudo. Which actually...
Shake.
I'll actually
Shake.
wait on that. I can change that out here in a
Shake.
minute.
Good girl. There you go. Good girl. You're so smart.
Alright, so now I gotta get this boy. I don't know why I've kind of gotten in the habit of like calling everything boy recently.
Shake.
And it's weird.
Girl.
You're teaching her to shake?
Yes.
You got it?
It's the fifth time. Look. Ready?
Here, wait. Let me get in this tunnel real quick, and I'll glance over. What is it?
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Nanda. Sit. Shake. 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 Good
Good
girl.
girl. That's adorable.
You're such a good girl.
That's really cute.
She doesn't know how to put it in your hand yet.
Yeah, but she at least is lifting it up, which is progress. It's better than how it was before, so.
Sit.
I gotta put the,
Shake.
I gotta use the letter on
Girl.
the giant fish. I hope Kyle is in the stream, because if he is, then he's gonna get a treat with this stupid fish man. Mweep. Mweep. Get your mweeps ready in chat.
That looks like a mole.
He's a fish.
Oh, I see now. He
Oh,
has,
this letter, it's from Princess Ruto.
he has some Kylie Jenner lips.
Let's... Whoa. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu. That's not possible.
I'm just saying.
Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu. Do you want to sit down or are you going to keep playing with Nala?
I'm afraid she's gonna bite me if I don't keep playing with her.
I can scoot over to make some room if you want. I mean, you can throw her toys. She's got her new toys.
I
That'll
know,
probably keep her
but
busy.
You know how she loves biting me over her toys.
Oh, I know. Anyhow,
Hello,
but since
everybody.
that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear, of course. You'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu.
I need a shower again.
Oh, I do
like,
too. I do too.
I'm so
It's so
sweaty.
hot right now, so I've been sweating. I'll keep this letter, you keep the bottle it was in. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. Zora. Moink. Moink. Here,
Wait.
listen to the moink. Oh, sorry, my feet are caught. They made this part way longer than necessary.
I think it's supposed to be like geta. It's supposed to be a frog, right?
This guy's a fish screamer.
But he looks like a frog.
He's a Zora. He's the king of the Zoras.
Look at her.
She biting at you. Where's her toy? No? Back up. Back up. Here. Go get your toy. Good girl.
Nala has learned shake.
Sit and shake are her two tricks so far.
Sit and shake. She kind of knows, come here. She knows hold.
Yeah,
knows
hold as
hold it.
well. Well, she knows hold when she's sitting. But not like stay. Just like hold. So like she won't dart at the tree.
She's getting into the tree.
She doesn't really... I don't know.
All that heat is giving me a headache though. Like,
She's got a long way to go still, but
look, she's biting me again.
she wants to play with you. She doesn't want to just play by herself.
No. She's like, give me
Nala,
more treats.
stop it. That's a
She
bad
doesn't
girl.
actually bite hard. I think I've already said this before, but she doesn't bite hard. She just bites. I'm very easily bruised though, so I have bruises all across my arm. I have an iron deficiency and I'm anemic, so that's probably why I bruise so easily.
Mhm.
But yeah, so no, I do not get beat by my husband.
No, Nala's just very big and very good at hurting us both.
Especially me. She does not care for me. She doesn't listen to me. She is her father's dog. Like, she only listens to Nathan. She only wants to play gentle with Nathan. She only wants to cuddle.
It's because
with me
whenever
again.
she was growing up, I was the only one who really gave her a lot of attention because she was working 2 jobs at the time.
Yeah.
So when she was a really little puppy, I was the one who made the most impressions on her.
Alright, I'm lost.
We are inside of the whale, or we are inside of a whale that is the Lord of the Zoras.
And you missed the. What was it?
Yeah, you missed the King of the Zoras. Have to get out of the way of our
He
wet
goes
path.
what?
I showed him a letter, and he was sitting down, and he has to scoot because he's so fat. And with each scoot for like a whole 30 seconds, he goes moip, 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 moip.
You missed it. So you have to go back to that to
You'll have,
listen to it.
you'll have to check it out sometime. It's really funny. This game's got a lot of funny noises, like those Lizalfas as well.
Who is that?
This is Rudo. She's the princess of the Zora.
Oh, this
You technically marry her in this game. So who are you?
Why is she
I am
so
Rudo,
small?
princess of the Zoras. She's small because she's a little girl.
Okay.
So whenever you're an adult, you're technically married to her because she's also an adult. You get engaged with her when by the end of this dungeon. What are you saying? You'll see. What are you saying? My father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. She's also very snarky. My father is worried about me? I don't care.
Wow.
Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you? Get out of here, understand?
Hello, Nala. We have a dog named
Oh,
Nala.
no.
She's a German Shepherd Pyrenees mix. Pilly Bops.
Pilly Bope.
Pilly Bope. I don't know if you're still on the stream, but I don't know if you've been introduced to our dog.
Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away.
Dang, links into the girls with daddy issues.
Apparently.
Wow.
There's Zelda and now Rudo. And then Malin, a lot of people ship them. And Malin's dad is always asleep and leaving her in the middle of, who knows where. I've been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. Strange holes. On top of that, my precious stone was, but that's none of your business anyway. You go home now, understand?
Go home now. Understand?
You're that worried about me?
That's what it should be.
Then I will give you the honor of carrying me.
Wow.
However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You'd better believe me. So now I have to pick her up.
Wow. You'll have the honor of carrying me. Yikes.
There's a trick in the speedrunning community for this game called Vibrudo. If you throw Rudo on a space where a chest is gonna spawn, and then the chest like spawns upwards from the ground, she just like vibrates on top, going grrrr.
That's kind of funny.
It is pretty funny.
Does it break the game?
No. People do it in speedruns just as a joke, honestly, because it doesn't do anything bad.
Yeah, she's pretty good at the play.
I know more about this game in speedruns than most others. All the games, just dang it, stupid bubble. Just because I watch a guy named ZFG on Twitch who does this, who speedruns this game.
That looks like a pimple. It's super gross.
He's got pimple buttons
That's pimple
inside of his body.
Like, the more I'm looking at this, the more I just not want to look at it.
Oh well, just you wait. It gets worse. It gets much worse.
Like, I faint at the sight of blood. I get queasy. I might just keep playing with Nala Light.
You don't want to watch this?
This is gross.
Oh, it's fine. It's no big deal. The dungeon's not even long. It's a chop. Well, I gotta go back.
You guys start all over?
No, well, I gotta go pick her up again.
What?
She's back at the start. She's a big baby who's like, "You left me!" I tried to pick her up, but it opened the door instead without her, so... These bubbles are a pain in the butt. I mean, I'm not in the fire temple anymore, so technically don't even need this ugly Hylian shield on my back. I don't like being Turtle Boy. I like actually having a shield that functions.
Oh. Is it too big for you?
Yeah, the Hylian shield's meant for adult Link.
How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's the best girl voice I can do. Other than, oh my god.
That doesn't even sound like one.
Yeah. It sounds like a really annoying voice. I got health from that bubble, thank you. It's such a fucking bitch. You know, something like that. Know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you might win them like that.
You gonna play tug of war on your rope?
No, she's like, I want to play tug of war on your hand.
Do you see her trying to bite at me? She has crazy eyes. She's crazy eyes.
She's a wild dog. Hey, Bubble, stop that. It's rude. No, not again. Alright. Okay.
This is her new
There
toy,
we
by the
go.
way. Trying to play tug of war with her.
Why does he have floating platforms that are spiky? I know. It's been like going off and on repeatedly. I don't know why.
How?
Alright.
Don't
Oh,
like my neck.
it's trying to turn back on. There we go. It turned back on. Sorry, my right monitor that I see the stream on keeps going out. And I think it's because it keeps heating up. Because every time I like reach back there to like mess with the plug, to try and like jostle it to get the thing to turn back on, like it gets really hot. It kind of feels like maybe it's too hot for it to function properly. So I gotta fall down one of these holes, I think. I can't remember though.
It feels like my neck's about to cramp
Maybe.
real bad.
So look at these guys. Karina.
No.
They're the things that are really gross in my
I
opinion.
don't wanna. I'm so nauseous now. They look like tapeworms. Are there supposed to be tapeworms?
I don't know. Oh, I have to leave Rudo here.
That sound makes me think of Mr. Bubs. And she is.
So if I just sit here, the room moves me around. By the way.
Wasn't there a remaster of this game? Yes.
Yes, there's a remaster of this game for the 3DS.
Yes.
But I don't have anything to capture the 3DS, nor do I own the 3DS version. So.
Ow!
Plus, I just kind of feel nostalgic for these like older graphics. Can I kill this guy?
Why are you pinching me?
No, I can't. I need the boomerang. Darn. So I came in here for nothing. Nala, quit it. Stop hurting.
Can
Come on. Go.
Yeah, should I go put her back in her crate?
No, she's been in her crate all day. Oh, okay. So, that's fine. I can't go that way. Nala, please. Stop being a bad girl.
She loves chewing on me. What just happened?
You can't imagine this place being updated. Not sure if it'd lose its themes.
Hey. Hey. Sit.
Hey, Karina, how about you let her outside?
Outside?
Yeah. It's dark outside. It should
Yeah,
be
it
cool
should
enough
be
for her to
pretty
be
cool.
outside right now.
We don't want to let her outside in the morning because it's too hot.
It was really hot earlier today, yeah, so.
It feels like my whole body's
This
cooling.
switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone. I know, that's why I have Rudo on top of my head, because I already know the puzzle game. Ugh, my monitor went out again, I can't see. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can, like, fix this a bit better, because it's a little irritating with it, like, constantly going out. So just give me a moment. I mean, monitors heat up normally. I know that's the case, but, like, this is happening a little too much. for my liking. I'm gonna see if like messing with it a little bit will fix it a bit better. So, all right. I think to fight these guys, I need a Deku Nuts. I haven't played the 3DS version, so I wouldn't really know personally. I played the 3DS version of Majora's Mask. I hear that the 3DS version of Majora's Mask isn't as faithful to the original game. There's a few things in the 3DS version of Majora's Mask that people don't really like, because it's they alter like certain points of gameplay, like a whole boss, for example, is different. I'm gonna see if that's the place where the chest spawns. I think it is, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna see if I can get Vibruto, just because it's funny. Let's see, is that it? Is it? No, I was so close. That was.
There's now a Chihuahua in there.
Is there?
Chihuahua!
Boomerang. Chiquita.
Not sure if it is. What do you want? What do you want? Don't jump off of me.
Well, don't puke.
I think I'm getting like heat stroke. So like, that's a thing, right?
That's right. You're fine. It's just hot outside. Way backwards. Like, don't lean forwards here. Leaning back will make your body feel a bit more relaxed. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Come on, tongue. Come on down. You don't like that thing? Is it the video game that's making you feel nauseous, or what?
No, I think it's because I was outside in the heat all day.
Like how the thing just kind of falls apart into chunks.
What's wrong with Nala?
Nala, she's barking at some dogs probably outside.
Oh god, that's disgusting though.
What, the video game?
Yes.
It's Karina, it's so pixelated. You've not been feeling very well? Or just like you feel like hot all the time, Kyle? Like almost like sunstroke or something? Heat stroke, I should say.
I think it's heat stroke because Kyle works out in the sun most of the time,
That's true.
So foggy.
He feels foggy. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. Will that work with the other ones too? Tune in next time to Dragon Ball Z.
Like it's hard to think straight. No, yeah, that was me for quite a while, but then we started exercising, a little healthier, actually doing things instead of just laying in bed all day, and talking to you guys, socializing a little bit more. So I think maybe that's also helped us. But no, I feel sick because it's heat stroke, I think. I was outside all day helping, not all day, just now, helping his sister cut the wood and everything. I had to hold it down for her, so, I just think the heat's getting to me. I have my hair down, which is bad in the heat. My hair's black, so.
Yeah, it's the compass.
But I'm not supposed to have my hair up either because I have a crack in my skull, and the tension it produces when I pull it back makes my head hurt.
Oh, okay. So I just gotta get rid of this tentacle now. Oh. It's too far away, apparently. There we go. Unlocked that other exit. Alright, what was down this way again? I don't remember.
Like, it's hard to think straight. Oh, wait, I think I already said that.
Yeah, you already read that. I need to swap this away from Switch if I can.
Oh, climbing. Ah. Oh, did you get that place on fire?
I'm a biggest fan of the Switch style in Zelda games. I prefer hold or... Yes. I have to go to work tomorrow.
That's what these people do.
Now he's barking. Okay. So I think I'm gonna look at the map to see where I need to fall through these, if I can be honest. That'll help me out. Please stop at the switch. I can't get my... There we go. Alright, look at the map. Basement. Doesn't really tell me much, now does it? No. So the map isn't very helpful in this situation. I think I can just go over here. Maybe. Is this the right spot? I think it was. Hey, Skulltula. Not what I wanted, but okay. Come on, video game. Hit the thing. I hate how, like, aiming is just, like, use your head as the aiming point. Like this thing. I can't reach it that way. Let's do that then.
Okay. Okay. Be careful. You don't want you falling.
That's it. That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there onto the platform. Oh, excuse me, princess.
No.
No. Not a fan. Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone, but why Princess Ruto? Oh my goodness, I finally found it. My mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. Why Princess Ruto? Why not me? But now that I've found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So take me home right now. Lady kid. Boom boom. Yeah! What is this? An octopus? Oh no. Not the hentai.
Wow.
Chiquita wants to be a rock climber.
Yes, she does. Did you see her climbing me earlier? She's being weird right now.
Can I, like, stun that kid?
She's having a fit. Oh, good girl. Come on. Oh, yes.
Oh, well, I didn't realize. That's cool. What? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. How am I supposed to fight this guy exactly? I don't even know. Ooh, that hurt. You can't even like cut corners to catch up. What am I supposed to do with this guy? I don't know. I might die this boy. Oh, the Deku Nut doesn't stun him for long enough.
Are you hitting him with the burner? And then with the rotate.
Maybe.
Stop trying to lick up my nose. It's not gonna happen. Ha ha.
What, this guy here? Is that what you're laughing at? I'm waiting on him to rotate the right way. Oh, come on. Rotate the other way, please.
Go ahead before. Is the bedroom door open?
Ugh.
Is that what you want? Do you want to go to your nest? The door is open, so you can go to your nest whenever you want to.
Oh, now he decides to go this way. What? When your boomerang goes right through the mini-boss. Ah. Boomerang just completely missed. What's the point of Z targeting if the stuff is just gonna miss? Come on, man. Okay. That... Can this please, like... I think I've hit his butt 3 times. Hit him, boomerang. Okay. Now come back, boomerang. And I don't even have a fairy anymore because I had to get rid of it to get the fish to get into this stupid thing's belly. Very annoying. Wait, I don't need these. I wonder if I could use a bomb to hurt this guy.
She wanted a toy. Or she wanted.
That was close. How's that missing? Okay. Like, it's just going through him. Is he finally dead? Oh my goodness. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Finally. Hearts. I'll take it. Up we go. Vroom vroom. Hey, it's a fairy. I'll take it.
Would you ever encounter that in our games?
Your ding is, she wants to chew on her toy on the couch.
No?
She did that.
Okay.
She literally put her toy on the couch so that she could jump after it.
Okay, I gotta get off this guy. Or not. I didn't expect my boomerang to hit him.
I'm covered in sawdust. I'm covered in bug bites. Like,
Actually, yeah.
life is difficult.
Sawdust is not fun to have on you.
It's not.
I've been there.
I got stabbed by a piece of wood too. Cause
It's called a splinter.
the wood kept chipping. No, I got stabbed.
Oh, stabbed. Okay. That's no bueno.
Cause it didn't splinter off into my finger. It just stabbed me.
That was the mini boss. That was not the boss.
Yeah, see, they think they're all that. What did that? No, dog shit. It still makes me happy. Very decent.
Health, please. No health. Health. No health. Well, that's cool. Maybe this guy will drop something for me. Anything? Whole lot of nothing. This dungeon is very weird, yes. But I think that's the point, because it's supposed to be the insides of a creature, you know? Oh, well. I think I need the boxes that I broke to do that.
1 minute, you have to get 5 kills.
So it's just supposed to kind of make no sense. Kind of like
Easy as hell in
the insides of a creature. Make very little sense. Is anything gonna drop me some hearts? I would like some hearts. I accidentally killed that guy instead of the bubble I was going for. Hearts? Nope. It's not just that, the fact that it's the inside of a creature. Yeah. I don't know of many Zelda dungeons that do the insides of things. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid looking at it if at all possible because it is pretty horrific.
Really just games Nintendo in general, yeah. Kind of curious why there are boxes in this whale anyway, just like kind of just chilling and right over there. Yeah, this room's really green. Hey, it's a heart.
Okay, like, call me weird, but this is kind of up there in terms of horror for me.
Really?
Like Silent Hill 2. Yes! Yes! Perfect description. Silent Hill-esque.
I wouldn't really call it that, but okay. Just personally, it doesn't seem that way.
I'm just saying because, at least Silent Hill in the movies, whenever the siren went off and all that stuff, it almost looked like flesh and flesh peeling. And
I mean,
like,
yeah, I guess I can understand, because, like,
insides and
yeah, because there's, so you start to get far enough into the game where, like, there's certain places that actually look like, fleshy and such.
oh yeah, definitely.
But it's like it's supposed to be a building, so like the building's turned into flesh or something, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is not Silent Hill 2-esque. I'm just talking about how kind of horrifying it is, especially out of context. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if Link weren't
Just wait until you see the
in-
Shadow Temple, man. The Shadow Temple's way more terrifying in my opinion.
If Link wasn't in this photo and I just saw like all the images besides Link, I would never guess it's a Legend of Zelda game.
I don't know, it's never really bothered me, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
Bioelectric anemone.
Sorry,
Baron.
my neck feels like it's gonna crack. So it's what I'm doing. He said WTF, and then he said WSTF. What's WSTF?
What shit in the fuck?
I hit S on accident.
Gotcha.
Okay. So it's lowercase, so it's WTF, and then it's WTF, which is capitalized, so he's yelling it. And he said, I was shook, okay? This is an abomination. Yes, it is. I don't like the fleshy tones. I do not like the fleshy tones at all.
You guys don't like Baronade?
This is so far away from modern Nintendo games. Or any enemy designed from games in general. This dungeon is horrifying.
Just wait till you see the Shadow Temple.
I'm
Oh my
so
goodness!
Actually, Kyle, they do something very similar to this in Kingdom Hearts, 2 and
Which one are you talking about? Or what are you talking about?
Inside the Whale, Pinocchio.
Yeah, but it's not like as...
It's not to this horrific,
It doesn't look
level.
as fleshy.
but it's still inside of a whale.
Oh
and it
my
still
goodness,
looks
please.
Fleshy because it's like.
Oh, am I
almost
supposed to be getting rid of
inside.
those instead? I think so. Yes.
I remember Monstro, but this kind of different.
Yeah.
And this is super fleshy. Yeah, I understand, because at least with Monstro, they made it like a purpley blue color. That does not change the fact that it was pulsating or like moving. It was gross. It's so gross. It haunts my dreams.
Where am I? Okay.
Did I ever tell you guys that I used to be really averse to fleshy creatures and mildly scared of blood. I am very scared of blood. No, you have not. I don't think we've ever discussed that before, but I faint at the sight of blood. And I
With
cannot
me, I have
stand
more of a
blood.
tryptophobia thing where it's like I don't like holes in flesh. Not so much flesh. Holes in flesh bother me a lot more than just flesh.
That too. Like, it's super bad because I'm a woman, and yes, blood.
This is
freaks
kind of
me
dredging it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the end of the dungeon
Oh
anyway,
god.
so...
Oh god.
You won't have to see it for much longer.
That was disgusting. Disgusting.
It was... It's fine.
I look at the screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you see the giant heart-looking thing explode into green
Ugh.
goop.
Good, it's gone.
Can I talk to her, or does she talk to me? Okay. I think she talks to me when I try to warp away, maybe.
Look
You're
at
late.
that face.
What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little.
That
That
explosion is fine because it means it's gone. Yes. Agreed.
It's like when you see an exploded spider and after you squash it and you're like, I'm not so scared of it anymore because it's dead.
I try not to kill spiders.
If it's on me, it's gonna die.
My aversion eventually turned into a morbid curiosity. Ain't that a witch? Wow! That's kind of weird.
Sounds like a serial killer, really.
Mm-hmm.
You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would, anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me. I want that spiritual stone. Nothing, really.
Wow.
You mean this spiritual stone of water, Zora Sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me, and said I should give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring.
Oh.
Alright. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's Sapphire.
Laying down.
Cognitive dissonance.
No, Kyle, you might be a serial killer in the future, so just be careful. Please don't kill anybody.
Yeah.
Don't even try to. Nothing. No experimenting. Nothing.
Yeah. None of that bondage shit either. That might spark up some stuff. You obtained Zora's Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras.
I don't know how you get serial killer out of that. I'm a little insulted.
Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda.
So we were saying that because, you know, like, a lot of serial killers like wearing flesh and things like that. I don't know.
Well, you
And
said
you say
the
morbid
explosion.
curiosity.
No, my aversion eventually turned into a morbid curiosity,
Morbid curiosity.
which makes it
That's why
seem
we're
like you went from like hating it to being like, I'm kind of into that.
Yeah, so that's why we're like,
At least that's what I got from reading it.
get some help, Kyle.
I never said anything like that. I said I have a morbid curiosity.
What does morbid curiosity mean then?
The way I read morbid curiosity makes it seem like you're into it, Kyle. Maybe just a little bit right now, but that could mean more for the future.
But in all seriousness, I am kidding, Kyle. I don't think of you as a serial killer type.
Not yet.
Nathaniel!
I'm joking. Did my most precious possession help you in your quest? Hee hee.
It's like having an interest without obsession. So it's your kink. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Can I say that?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. Making sure.
I don't think Twitch is just gonna be like, no, you can't say that.
If so, they're kink shaming. But
As long-
morbid just means a description for things of a morbid nature.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know, the more I look at it, the more it makes me want to vomit, so... And then, if I look at blood for too long, I faint. I get real weak and I just faint.
Alright, I'm trying to get that heart piece, because I can get it with the boomerang, so I don't have to do the way you're supposed to. You're supposed to get it with a chicken. You're supposed to take like a cuckoo and like throw it, or carry it so you fly across the gap there. Oh!
Can I see you within the
Why didn't I just pick it up, game?
It says, oh no, that temple is awful. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we're out. Yes, we can all agree upon that.
I don't know. I don't like Jabu Jabu's like belly as a temple really. Like it's not a very fun temple to go through. But I don't really. It's not the aesthetic that gets me like to hate it. It's just like it's not a very good one. Maybe it's because the theme is so bland that I dislike it too.
But now I kind of wished I'd watched more because I've never seen anything like that, and it's piqued my curiosity because it's so out there.
Well, bottom of the well and the Shadow Temple will pique your curiosity more than I assume. Because they're pretty interesting as well.
I do not wish I had watched more. I wish I had watched less. Because now I am on the verge of vomiting. I was on the verge of vomiting before, but now it's like even stronger, dude. Bottom of the well? Question mark?
Bottom of the well is the name of like a side dungeon style thing. It's at the bottom of the. You can go to the bottom of the well in Cape Rico Village, the village you saw earlier, Kyle. If you go to the bottom of the well, there's a secret like evil dungeon down there.
He says, will you do it?
Yeah, I have to. It's like it's optional. Because if you know what you're doing in this game, you technically don't need to go there because it just gives you the lens of truth at the end of it. Which the lens of truth just makes it where you can see objects that are invisible. But, if you're like me and you don't know where all the invisible objects are in this game, then you need the lens of truth to beat it. Because there's like invisible walls or one-way walls where you can walk through them, even though they're visible. So, I'll definitely be doing Bottom of the Well and Shadow Temple, because they're both required to beat the game for me. I think I gotta be an adult to get this one. Yeah, the boomerang doesn't reach it, and I can't jump over here, I don't think. Nope. Alright. Off to go to become an adult.
Okay, so... you beat 2 dungeons already?
I beat 3.
You beat 3?
Yeah. I beat the,
That's really
I beat the
fast.
Great Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern, and, Jabu Jabu's Belly. So
That's really fast.
the next dungeon is Forest Temple.
But there's still like a lot more to go. Look at it looks like Donald Trump's face.
What does?
The map.
Does it?
The big eyeball, the crooked nose, the over I see look, okay, ready? This is the eye. That is the nose. That's his wig. Or his comb over. His hair.
It kinda does now that you point it out.
Right?
A little bit. I never really noticed that. That's stupid.
His Kyle said, but there is a good bit to the game, isn't there?
There's a lot more to the game, yeah. Okay, let me show you. Oh, never mind. I gotta wait for the cutscene. I'll show you in a minute.
Kyle said, WTF, Karina, this does not help. What? WTF what? Like, did you not see it? It's not my fault. And what does not help?
Like, the child section at the beginning of this game is not very long. The rest of the game is much longer. This is basically like a little kid's game at the beginning. And then once you get to the actual, like, adult section, it's whenever they're like, alright, this shit got real. Because then you actually have, like, full in-depth dungeons with multiple floors and a lot going on. And you've got a lot more items to work with. Does not help, meaning you pointing at the map. Well, she's pointing at the map for me, not necessarily you. And I can't really draw with my mouse because it's picking up the game feed, so like
Hopefully, whenever, like...
I lost her.
Whenever
You
he
over there, little kid.
goes back, I can show you the map on my phone and
So
kind
seeing
of point out
this guy passed
everything.
just now. Which way did it go? Answer me. This is where we get into the usual progression Zelda games where we have, there's a collect 4-ish things, then collect about 4 more things, being like 9 or 10 dungeons.
Sugar, I'm curious. Okay. So when he goes back, we'll go back to the map.
There's a lot more dungeons in this game, in the adult section, than there is the children section. There's 3 children section, and there's like, I think like 6 to 8 dungeons after that in the adult section. And then there's a bunch of like side stuff you also have to do, like ice cavern, bottom of the well. You have to go do a bunch of other things as well. So this game's definitely a lot longer than Minish Cap. Minish Cap is just 4 dungeons.
I was about to say, because with this one, not only do you have the past or present, you have the future, right? So
Yeah, you have to go between the future and the past to be able to solve certain things. So not counting general collecting side items, what is the longest Zelda game?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, probably, if you're 100%ing it. If you're just like beelining it to the end, Breath of the Wild's actually like one of the fastest.
Yeah.
But if you're collecting everything,
Wait a
Breath of the
second.
Wild takes a...
Wait a second.
Wait, let me show them the thing real quick. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 adult dungeons and 3 child dungeons, so 9 dungeons in total. So we still have 6 whole dungeons to do, and then like 2 side dungeons, and then a bunch of other side items and mini quests to do.
Okay. So now you need to get out of that so I can show
Oh
you.
yeah, you're right.
Okay. It takes a second for mine to like... Oh, there it goes. Okay, can I zoom in on this? No,
Doesn't
no,
look like it.
not anymore. Okay. This is gonna be difficult. Okay, so that needs to come into view, right? Okay, so that little circly part, man. Oh my gosh! This is so hard, Kyle. Okay, so that little circly bit there is the eyeball. And then I didn't mean on stream. Oh, okay. Well, either way, the circly bit is the eyeball, and then you got his nose down, like to the
Forgetting, I gotta get the
bottom left
Ocarina.
is his nose, like that crookedy nose, and then like to the right
Ocarina of Time.
you have his like hair wave, and then above it you have like the hair wave. Like, do you not see it?
Link, can you hear me? It's Zelda.
LLK needs more eyes. Well, no, it's like this kind of view of
Yeah,
him.
it's like a side profile.
Yeah, did I do that correctly? Side? Yes. Yes.
Exactly one more eye.
Because when you're doing like the side view, you only need one eye. It was the eye, his crookedy nose, the like waviness of his hair down this way, and the waviness of his hair up this way.
It's the Song of Time.
Okay, he says, oh, that helps a lot more to know. Okay. So I needed to say it's a side profile.
Excuse me.
Oh, my body hurts.
You've learned the Song of Time.
Did you get that?
Now, Link, play this melody in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce. Oh no, I better go do that. Oh, I don't have to swim out anymore. Alright. Hey, they replaced my other ocarina. That's something I've always thought was funny in this game. Like this sentimental ocarina that you get from your childhood friend from the forest, Saria. You just kind of like, you find out, you're like, oh, a blue one. Nah, I don't need this old one. And you just toss it. You don't even keep it. It's not used for anything. It's just used for playing a few songs in the beginning of the game, and then it's just gone. And it's like, okay, what's the point of even having it then? Yes, blue, my favorite color, because it's my wife? Like, trying to say, like, life, but with, like, a... a very slang kind of way of doing it.
It's my woof.
Zora. Oh, I get you. She's only my fiance right now. She'll be my wife whenever I'm an adult.
A what?
An adult.
Not an adult?
Adult.
Adult?
You're an adult. By the way, not many people know, this soldier right here isn't normally right here. He's only here after you pick up the Ocarina of Time, but before you go to the Temple Time with it. He's here, the devs, I think, accidentally left him in or something, is what people theorize. Ooh, are you the boy from the forest? I finally met you. I have something to tell you. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, betrayed our king. Zelda's nanny, Impa, sensed danger and escaped from the castle with the princess. I tried to stop Ganondorf's men from chasing them, but the princess was waiting for a boy from the forest. That's you. She wanted to give something to the boy. If you received it from the princess, hurry to the Temple of Time. Ugh. And he's dead. I think if I try to talk to him again, it's just ... He's not moving anymore. Yeah, he's just dead, so.
That's really dark.
I know, yeah. Not many people see that cutscene because it has such a slim area of, like, talking with him. Like, as soon as I go in the Temple of Time and play the Song of Time, he's gone. Like, he's no longer there.
Wow.
So, a lot of people think the devs accidentally left that garden by mistake or something, because the rest of the town is fine. I think they had bigger plans for making the town look more destroyed or something after Ganondorf chased Zelda out of Hyrule Castle. The developers? People shorten it to devs. So this is the Temple of Time, by the way.
Beautiful.
So this is where the, whatever you call it. No? This is where the spiritual stones go. Do I just play the song here? Yep. So I'm playing... No, I'm playing the Song of Time, right? No, I'm playing the backwards Song of Time. I'm so used to playing the backwards Song of Time more than the Song of Time in Majora's Mask because I always like start the day slowing down time. I'm kind of hungry. All I've eaten today is Chipotle. It's the spiritual
There's
stones.
still chips and queso. Where'd you go?
Oh, you're right. I didn't touch them. What?
I didn't either. So they've literally been in the hot.
Have you been chewing on your finger?
No.
Why does it look all torn up?
It's cinnamon dust.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I thought that was skin. And I was like,
how can you make skin look like that?
I thought you found a way. I was like, Karina, don't tell me you just tore your finger up again.
No, it's cinnamon dust. Thank you for worrying about me, though.
I do. Link, isn't that the Master Sword?
So I don't know how good that's gonna be since it's been in the heat all
It's
day.
fine. It's been keeping it warm.
It's like keeping it.
It's
in
that
the oven.
legendary blade. You know, the Picori sword. The Master Sword. The Four Sword. What's up? Very... Okay. That's funny. Alright. Moving on up. So the lore behind moving through time in this is that you pick it up as a child, the Master Sword, but the Master Sword can't be held by a child, so you get put into a slumber until you're 18. Yeah. And while you're in your slumber,
Really?
Ganondorf comes through the door of time and steals the Triforce because it's locked in that room as well. Or in the Sacred Realm, which is connected to that room or something like that.
Huh.
I owe it all to you, kid. You're the one who let me get the Triforce. And now I get to destroy your world.
What are you looking up?
You'll see. Link. Wake up. Link, the chosen one.
Who's this?
This is,
Navi?
no. You'll see.
I should probably put the earphones on.
It's up to you.
Can you put them on me?
Can I put them on you? Sure. Is that good?
Thank you.
I am Raru, one of the ancient sages. There's sages for each of the elements. Oh wait, there's 5 dungeons. Yeah, because we get the light medallion for free. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to our sacred realm, or to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. Sage of Diabetes. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the
That
sacred
was
realm,
mean.
is the last stronghold against mean against a fictional character. Ooh. The Master Sword, the evil destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. I'm a little boy in a big man's body. Oh no.
Oh my gosh! That face, though.
That's Link.
Wait, did his clothes just grow with him?
I guess so. Look, Link,
You're
big,
big now.
You've grown up. How come the top line is like not centered with the rest? Why is it just like over to the left?
Because they wanted to make space for the name.
The clothes are part of his body. You're right. He can't take them off even if he tried. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. Oh, so he was 10, now he's 17. Sorry, well, I messed that up. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? No, can you say that again for me? No, I don't want to hear all that again. But remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. 7 years ago, and now you have to go and try and fix the world that you screwed up, Link. His evil power radiates from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters.
Dang.
So are you the Hero of Time in Skyward Sword? OOT is also the crossroads for the different timelines, right? OOT is the point where, after this game, the timeline breaks into 3 points. And no, every video game, or every Zelda game has a different, well, not every Zelda game, but you know what I mean, like, each Link is their own hero of something. In Spirit Tracks, Link is the hero of trains. My power now is only little influence,
Nathan
even in
always
this
gets a
sacred
giggle
realm.
on that
It's
one.
funny. Namely, this chamber
Kyle
of
said
sages.
LOL in capital letters.
But there's still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Raru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages, and add their might to your own.
In Breath of the Wild, he's just known as the champion, I thought.
I don't know. He's probably got a hero title. Because they all do. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, actually. I don't remember all their titles, but the only one I can remember off the top of my head is Hero of Time and Hero of Trains, but I think in Twilight Princess he's like Hero of Twilight, you know, just basic stuff like that. Skyward Sword might be Hero of the Sky. And, you know, there's the Light Medallion. There's actually content in this game that like people have uncovered that the devs left in, where it's you can't get to it unless you like dig through the game's code and stuff. But there's actually a light temple in a sense where it was meant to be a dungeon, but they never actually made it. They just kind of skipped over it and made it. Just gave you the light medallion for free. They probably just ran out of development time, is what a lot of people assume. Link, we're back in the Temple of Time, but have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore.
Good girl.
Let's get out of here. So yeah, there's certain things you can't use as an adult.
Girl.
You can't use the Kokiri sword. You can't use the Deku shield that you start with. You can't use the boomerang for some reason, which makes no sense to me.
Because it's a tiny boomerang and you need an adult boomerang.
There's no adult boomerang. You just get the hook shot instead. I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. It's Sheik.
Isn't
Who
that
is
just-
this devilishly handsome man?
Isn't that just a woman?
When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples.
A very special woman?
One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, and one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there, holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary Hero of Time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the forest temple. The sage is a girl I am sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakarika village. Do you understand, Link? I do. I don't get to answer yes or no? Alright. Why is my ocarina over on that spot? There we go. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get the forest temple done today, more than likely, so I think this is a good point to just call it stops for now. I have to go to work in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and just end the stream a little early today. So,
Oh, okay.
I know. So, it's been fun.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
I wish you have a good night.
Yep.
Take care.
Have a nice night.
Wow, I look really.
It's this white light I've got up here.
Oh gosh.
It makes me look like just really pale. Anyhow, have a nice night, guys.
Bye.